so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong.
Schedule this week. We've got like 8 games left. I almost feel sad. Like we wait all year for this, and championship weekend and semifinal weekend is really exciting. But we're down to the last couple of games here.
Every year when we start our week 1 game, I look at my guys and I just say it'll be over before you know it. And sure enough, it's there. I mean, we're right there. I mean, obviously, we've got 3A and 4A championships next week. We will have 2 games to talk about next week. But we've got a little bit to talk about this week, and just a lot going on around the state as well. So there's still a lot of things to be settled, a lot of things to talk about.
Before we start talking about this week's games, or really kind of the news of the week, let's talk about last week, because we saw some incredible football games from the 7A all the way down to the 2A. What are a couple games that kind of caught your eye and things that you're kind of still chewing on?
Boy, that Rogers-Bryant game, wow. Right? I mean,
the question is how? How? With 2:51 to go, Bryant pulls it off in overtime. Just an incredible football game.
Yeah. So, anytime that you have a situation like that, that's partially a will to win and partially the other team just didn't do it, just didn't pull it off. And unfortunately for Rogers, they had a very special team this year. I know that some people might bristle at this because I think they won it all in 06, maybe 05.
They finished runner-up to Southside.
Okay, so runner-up. Okay, that's right. So, but I would say that this could have been possibly the best Rogers team ever.
Yeah.
And I know that stings. But, I walked off the field at Fordyce last week and talked to a guy from Mayflower that I know, that Mayflower, a very good football team. And I just looked at him and I said, this is the time of year that good teams get eliminated. And that's where we're at. You may be special. You may be the best ever at your town, but that doesn't mean you're going to win it all.
Yeah, I agree. That's the best Rogers team I've seen in my time doing this. That team was really, really good. And, you're up 14 with 2:51 to go, and Bryant may be on a magical run, but, you got to feel bad for Rogers in the way they just weren't able to seal the deal. And, a lot of those guys are going to go on and play at the next level, but certainly a heartbreak for them. On the other side, in the 7A, Bentonville-Conway was just as good a game. It just, Bentonville managed to do what Bentonville does, and they're going to head down to Little Rock. Yeah,
absolutely. And, at the end of the day, I think this is what we would have pointed to as the 2 best teams. And that's what happens when you get down to it. Sometimes the 2 best teams don't always play, but I think that this time, at least the matchup that everybody wants to see, I think we got it with Bentonville and Bryant, and we'll see if Bentonville can figure out a way to pull this one off.
We'll talk about that game in just a little bit, but let's talk about the news of the week, because it does trickle down to Arkansas high school football, obviously, as we saw with guys flipping their commitments, but the hire of Ryan Silverfield certainly had a ripple effect in the state of Arkansas. Now, he's a guy who recruited Arkansas anyway, but you could see some of those relationships manifest when he goes and he does something the previous staffs couldn't do, and he went and got players from Bryant, which hasn't happened in quite some time.
Right. So this is a very, very deep year in state, and to see these kids that were going out of state, and there are still several that are going out of state, it was hard. It was kind of a hard pill to swallow. But Silverfield came in and really won on day one. I was very impressed by that. I'll be honest with you. It was a little bit, I don't know if I could say, I wasn't very high on the hire early, and not really because of him, just because you probably could have done this on September the 29th and hired Silverfield if he was available, right?
Yep.
I mean, it just felt like that there wasn't a lot of mystery, that maybe people were just coming up with the mystery. And I think, unfortunately, when you get to these coaching searches, people just make stuff up. and they put it out in the ether. And either they're trying to troll or they're trying to show who they are with these quote-unquote sources or whatever. But, you're only judged by what you do on the field. And the only way to win on the field is win in recruiting. And at this point, he's done some things. I mean, Danny Bill, the number one player in the state, if you look at him on 24/7 Sports, he's not just the number one player in the state. He's one of close to the top 100 players in the country. He's at 119. He's the 15th rated defensive tackle in the country. And Arkansas just doesn't come up with that many kids that are like that. Anthony Kennedy Jr. is another kid that he flipped that, again, you just don't come up with that many like that. Then you've got a guy like T.J. Hodges that was going to Missouri. Well, Missouri has beaten Arkansas like 450 times out of 451, right?
Right.
So you were able to flip a guy like that. And so, when you look down the list of players that are in the state, it looks a little bit better for Arkansas. I will say that if Arkansas was ever going to take more kids from Arkansas, this could have been the year. I mean, you just don't get this many high-level kids in Arkansas that are going out of state. Braxton Lindsey going to BYU, Brody Jones going to Missouri, Kane Archer going to Utah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are several kids that are going to high D1 places. And looking at like Kane Archer right now, he's rated 17th in the state overall. And in many years, Kane Archer would be ranked, top 5 easily.
It's an interesting year, and you mentioned Danny Beal and Anthony Kennedy. Those are premier positions. The inside, guys that can collapse the pocket. And you've got 2 of them in the state, and the previous administration wasn't interested in either one of them. And I've said, you know how I feel about the in-state recruiting. I think it's vital, and it's kind of your lifeblood, and it's the backbone of your every recruiting class you have. But getting Kennedy, getting Beal, now who knows what they're going to be when they get to college? They may be, All-Americans. They may be role players, but they're guys that can help you almost immediately. I watched Kennedy up close and personal. He's as good as advertised when that motor's running. He is really, really hard to block. But a kid like Anthony Kennedy, you're laying that foundation down in Central Arkansas. And it's not necessarily about Anthony Kennedy. It's about the next guy, which happens to be at Little Rock Central, his brother, who is a quarterback and has like 12 or 15 offers right now, including one from the former staff here at Arkansas. So you're laying that footwork down. You're putting your roots down, which Arkansas hasn't done in almost a decade, which is crazy to me that they only went on after the best of the best of the best of the best when there were a lot of really good players that they let get out of the state.
Well, it's like the ghost of Houston Nutt still hangs over this program a little bit because, he put such an emphasis on Central Arkansas. And, those type of kids are the type of kids that you need to be successful at Arkansas. Are they all going to be starters? No, they're not. They're not all going to be starters. In fact, when you look at a recruiting class, very few end up being starters. But you cannot allow a kid like Danny Bill, you can't allow a kid like Anthony Kennedy to leave your state when, as you said, that's a premium position. I mean, both of the kids, looking at their sizes right now, they're both listed at 6'4.5". One's listed at 320, that's Bill, and one's listed at 330, that's Kennedy. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you up close, when you look at these 2 kids, they look like D1 players. And you just don't have that many type of kids in the state. But this year has been different. And, again, I would have liked to see him go after more. And Houston Nutt was great at pulling the kid that you just didn't know for sure if he was D1 or not, but he could make him into something. Jamal Anderson is a guy that right there, he was a 2-star guy at wide receiver. He ends up becoming a first-round pick in the NFL draft. And I'm not saying he did that with everybody, but I'm saying that he was able to bring kids in, make them effective. And so for all of the faults that Houston Nutt did have, one of the things that he did was bring in talent inside Arkansas and make them want to play for Arkansas. And I get a little bit of that with Silverfield right now, and I hope that will continue.
You know how I feel about this. And you talk about premier positions, 2 defensive tackles that can collapse the pocket. These are guys that Arkansas desperately needs because their defense was so bad this year. But then you look at a guy like Matthew Nelson at Bryant. He's going to Oklahoma. If he's good enough for Brent Venables, he's good enough for Arkansas. Brent Venables is pretty good at identifying that sort of talent. So there is talent in the state of Arkansas. You talk about Houston Nutt. Jacob Skinner's a buddy of mine, and Jacob, the punter, did the crazy lineup thing and all that. Houston Nutt recruited him because he was a good athlete and a basketball player. Saw him play basketball for 5 minutes. It was like, you're my punter going forward. And it's that innate ability to identify a player based beyond the tape. Are they an athlete? Can they help us? Where can we plug and play these guys? And that's what Houston Nutt was so good at. This past staff was abysmal at it. They just, for whatever reason, they just passed over the kids in Arkansas and went looking elsewhere, where they were just another team looking for players instead of recruiting those home state players. We're talking with Brad Caldwell from the Arkansas Sports Network. I can go on and on and on about all of this, but give me your impressions of Silverfield. As far as he recruited Arkansas. He's got kids from Arkansas on his roster or had kids on his roster at Memphis. This is a guy that seems to maybe get it on day one. And, you couldn't flip Archer. He's going to go to Utah, and I think that's a great fit for him. But this feels like a guy, if there's a kid in the state of Arkansas that wants to play at Arkansas and has the talent, you're probably going to hear from him.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think that he's already made that clear, that he's going to make it, as you said, the backbone of recruiting is going to be the in-state players. And you think about a kid like Archer that is going to go on and play somewhere else. The thing that you don't want to do as a fan, but also as a staff and even as a player, don't burn bridges. I had this conversation with T.J. Hodges' dad when we were at his commitment, and his dad comes into T.J. Hodges' commitment that he's committing to Missouri. Everybody knows he's committed to Missouri, and he comes in with an Arkansas shirt on. And, he's a fan. And I pulled his dad to the side, and I said, listen, don't burn bridges. Don't allow him to do it, which he's a great kid. He wouldn't do that, but there's so many that would. And I just said, don't do that, because that transfer portal works both ways. And he just kind of grinned and he said, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And here we are now. He's coming on. I love what Silverfield has done early. Again, the proof is going to be in the pudding. We can talk about all of this stuff in the off season. And again, we've got good feels right now from Silverfield. That's wonderful. That's great. And the thing about winning is if you win day one, you win day two, you win day three, eventually it adds up to on the field. And that's where he's going to be judged eventually.
Eventually. And that's going to be the ultimate, it is a transactional business. You're going to have to win games. But I think you're not going to undo the last decade of isolating the Arkansas State coaches in 1 year. It's not going to happen. But you go and you get one, and like I said before, it's not about Anthony Kennedy, although he's certainly what you were after. But it's about the next 5 guys that Central produces. That's what you want to get in there and be able to, hey, if you lose a guy on the recruiting trail, you want to be able to call these state coaches and go, if you've got a guy, I want to talk to him. And that's where I think the past administrations have sort of lost their way in Arkansas recruiting. There are a lot of good football players out there. You know it, and I know it. We see them every week. And we're going to get to the games in a little bit. We got plenty of things to talk about with the games. But this is something I think if Arkansas is going to get themselves back into not just bowl contention, but if you're talking about getting close to the playoff, you got to get these Arkansas kids because they can help you today.
Oh, sure. And there are schools that produce that type of athlete every year. Somehow we got to find a way to get the Pine Bluffs to producing the kids that they used to produce. Little Rock Central is obviously one of those schools as well. All of the central Arkansas areas, southeast Arkansas. I wonder about kids that I see like Nikel Lewis, listed at 5'9". He's 210. They say he runs a 4.4. I'm not out there with a stopwatch watching him and timing him, but, at the same time, I know that he has some good on-field speed. There are other guys. There's a guy named Joseph Ackles there.
Semifinal weekend for the 3 in the 4A. We've got 4 championship games down in Little Rock. Some really, really good football going on across the state of Arkansas. If you're looking at one of these games, and don't break it down for me, but you're looking at one of these and going, that's the game of the week. Which one are you looking at?
Now, we're including finals. We're talking about.
We're talking about all of them, all 8 games.
Well, I like Stuttgart and Elkins a lot. I know that's probably not the game that everybody would pick, but you're talking about two contrasting styles there. I'm not going to break it down. I got to stop. But
pair of one
I
seeds.
like those.
Yeah, pair of one seeds.
That's
a good one. Okay, let's start with 3A, and we'll start with the semifinals. Two teams that you've liked all year long: Mansfield, the 1, and Salem, the 2. I looked up the analytics on this. 57% according to the Football Power Index. Salem favored to win that game. That's one of those ones. I mean, you can flip a coin in the air. Either team's it could come away with a win in this one.
I'm going to say not so fast, my friend.
Ooh, okay.
Boy, you were on that show with us early in the playoffs. I picked Mansfield to win it all. So they were playing the best. Now, that is so hard. You're talking about splitting hairs when you're talking about these two teams and who is playing the best. But Mansfield gets a revenge game at home versus Salem in the semifinals, where last year these two met at Mansfield in the semifinals. And it's just one of those games that you feel like that the team that had the chip on their shoulder, which is Mansfield, is going to be able to come out and win. I will tell you, last year, Salem beat Rivercrest like 50-18. And I looked at the coach there at Salem, and I told him, I said, that's when we should have known that you were going to win it. Well, last week, Mansfield beat Bismarck 50-21, a Bismarck team that I felt like was unbelievably good, still feel that way, and their only 2 losses on the season were to Mansfield. And so, with that said, I just feel like the Burton boys are so good down there. Andrew Burton, unbelievable player. He had 300 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns. He was our D3 Auto Sales MVP of the week. He's going to be squarely in the MVP conversation for us. With that said, I like Mansfield in this one, but I'm going to tell you, it's that heartburn. Man, I need a sponsorship from Tom. It's that heartburn game of the week, sponsored by Tom.
On the other side of the bracket, you get to the state semifinals, Cinderella kind of goes out the door, but the lowest seed left is Booneville. They're going to take on Fordyce. Analytics say Fordyce, 58% chance to win the game. You've seen Fordyce, a couple times this year. They're really, really good, but this Booneville team is sort of gelled here in the late week, and it may not be the best team, and maybe the team is playing best. Right.
So I said before the tournament that Booneville was the best 6-4 team in the state. I think they've proven to be that way. 9-4 now on the season after their 3 wins. They've done it and in the hardest ways, having to go to Rivercrest, win that game, and then having to go to Glen Rose and win that game. They didn't just win that game, they dominated. Before the season, I picked Fordyce and Booneville to be my championship game, with Fordyce winning it. Fordyce was mad at me last week, and they let me know about it. And one of the things that they were upset about is I said that Mayflower had the best defense in 3A. Now, with that said, I still believe that. But I'll tell you what, coaching makes a difference. And Tim Rogers down there, he's a ball coach. And in the first 2 plays of the game, the best defense in 3A gave up 72 yards and a touchdown, and it was because Fordyce knew what they were going to do. And I just feel like that Tim Rogers, he's got enough with this Fordyce team and experience on the sideline. I feel like it's probably going to be enough, but Booneville is playing very well.
All right, so you're setting up for a Mansfield-Fordyce 3A final.
Yes, and it will probably go the other way because I picked it.
you have that power.
Intro, please.
Technical difficulties. Well, hello again, sports fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by D3 Auto Sales, by Arkansas Tech University, by Tyson Foods, by Premier Facilities Group, and by Metcalf Trucking Company. Here we go, Arkansas. Are you ready? tonight. The fourth-ranked Lumberjacks roll into the semifinals with momentum and swagger. But the undefeated and top-ranked Sandlizards are powering through everyone in their path. This showdown is massive. The winner heads to the 4A state championship game. Buckle that chin strap, folks. It's time for kickoff.
All right, we're back here at Dardanelle for the third time this season. Glad to have you along. We're excited to be here on what is going to be one heck of a matchup tonight. This is as far as the Arkansas Sports Network crew can go in this football season. We do not broadcast state finals. We'd love to, but we don't. And so, anyway, with that being said, we've got a great one for you, and we're excited to be here. Brad Caldwell here, along with my man, my brother, Sean Caldwell. And we're ready to bring you high school football action from the semifinals. Sean, I know that you're a football junkie. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I certainly am, and I love playoff football. Coming in, Warren is averaging over 40 points a game in the playoffs. This is a high-powered offense, and I've watched Dardanelle a couple times. That Hamburg game was a barn burner at the end, and everybody and their brother knew Creed was going for two right there, and they did, and he ran it in, and that was a heck of a football game. I anticipate this to be a high-scoring affair tonight. Both teams come in with high-powered offenses, and both teams can score the football. So I look for it to be a shootout.
It very well could be. Last week, I said Fordyce. I was at Fordyce last week. But Warren last week had the ball 13 minutes and scored 47 points. Of course, it's not unlike a Warren team to be able to score. I mean, we know throughout the years, Sean, Coach Bo Embry has been, just really one of the top coaches in the entire state of Arkansas. I mean, he's a living legend at this point, a guy that has taken Warren, produced many Division I wide receivers, and really when you talk about him and his team, this is a program that has been on top for many, many years. In fact, we actually ranked the top programs throughout the state of Arkansas in the summer. And we got a Dardanelle defers to Warren, so Warren will get the ball. Anyway, we went in did a formula for the top programs in the state, and Warren was our top program in 4A, even though they haven't won a state championship in quite a while. And it's a consistency that they bring. I was just talking to the guys there, that they're radio people, and they were talking about every year it's 10 wins for this team. That being said, on the other side here, you got the Dardanelle Sandlizards, and wow, Coach Vega there, he's done a phenomenal job as well. Man, he's been here a long time. We were talking about that on the way over here. Coach Vega has been here a while, and this program really has been rolling ever since that Coach Josh Price was here. And, man, this is one heck of a matchup. You've got big-time players on each side of the ball. Creed Vega is the guy that we hadn't really got a chance to talk about yet. Talk about Creed a little bit.
Creed's going to Air Force. Don't really know position-wise. I know Air Force likes to run that flex bone, and there's a good chance that a guy like Creed Vega could be your quarterback. Heck, he could be a fullback. He could even play on the defensive side as a linebacker. I mean, the guy is a really phenomenal athlete, very physical kid. I watched him play in a basketball game last year in the regionals, and you could see his physicality. He's just moving people around in the post. I mean, the kid's agile. He's very physical. He fits the flex bone system very well that Air Force runs, and so it's a pretty exciting deal. Creed can throw the football too. Don't deny his ability to throw the football, and we know he can run. So you got that going on. So you got the legs of Creed, and you got the high-powered, explosive passing game of Warren.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great day for high school football around the state of Arkansas. We've got finals going on. In fact, we're about ready to get kicked off at War Memorial Stadium with Bentonville and Bryant. That's going to be one heck of a ball game. Two teams that are matched up last year in the finals. We got two semifinals going on in 3A and 4A.
Yep. And I want to give a shout-out to a place that I was actually an offensive coordinator at one time. Cedar Ridge wins the 8-man state championship this year. When I was the OC there, they were 11-man. But shout-out to Cedar Ridge. That's pretty awesome for that program.
Absolutely. Well, we're getting ready for kickoff here, and Warren is going to put a couple back deep to receive here. Looks like number 1, Josiah Steen. I remember him from having him at the ASN Classic last year. Trying to catch that other number there. I believe it's number 5, if I'm not mistaken, Aaron Davis.
Yeah, it looks like number 5 as well. Then you got 4 is the up back right here. Number 4, Tyshawn Edwards.
All right, we're getting ready to kick it off. Dardanelle will be kicking off after they deferred. And looking at the number here.
Yeah, they're shifting over because he's got the ball angled right now. Look like they're going to kick it to the left.
Kicker is number 1, Jesus Garcia. And here we go. We're ready to go. And it's a little short kick. And it's going to be fielded at about the 27-yard line and met immediately. And right there at about the 31 is where Warren will start.
Yeah, and you can tell already this game is big for both teams, but Dardanelle is fired up, ready to go. Big hit on the sideline off the little pooch kick. It's going to be a fun one tonight. I really believe that.
This one has history. 2014, 11 years ago to the day, Warren came to Dardanelle and escaped with a victory. And I've heard a lot of stories about that game, and it's just odd. 2 teams with the same records 11 years ago to the day playing each other. Here we go. Shotgun formation, 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. You're going to see that a lot here tonight. Spreading it out all over the field. Handoff goes right up the middle and bouncing off a tackle, and he is breaking free across the 50, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds. They're going to mark that at about the 38-yard line, and that is a 19 and 12, 31-yard gain there for number 5 there, which is Aaron Davis.
Yeah, the 6'1", 170-pound senior right there. They had the numbers in the box with the inside zone. It was a nice start for Warren.
Hand it off once again. They're going to go up the middle again, running the football hard. He's going to get down to about the 30-yard line there, and that's an 8-yard gain.
Creed Vega in there on the tackle, but right now they've got the numbers in the box. They've got Dardanelle spread out, and they're hitting them with the inside zones.
Well, you know that this team is going to be able to score. Dardanelle's going to have to score tonight to be able to win. They're not going to shut them out. As you said, I think we've got a shootout on our hands tonight. 2nd down and 2 here. Ball on the 30-yard line. Handoff goes up the middle and across the 30. I think it's probably going to be enough for a first down. Looking at where the mark is, and that was actually a long 2 there. They did move it, so we'll call that a 3-yard gain, and it's first down.
They keep moving the sticks with the ground game. It's going to be tough because eventually you're going to have to load the box to try to stop the run game, which opens up the outside.
Right. I haven't seen Blaze Fellows yet, the son of Rashawn Fellows, a guy that played at Tennessee about 20 years ago now. It's hard to believe that those guys are now have high schoolers. Little pump and go, and there it is, right off the bat there. Touchdown thrown to Josiah Steen, 28 yards. From the quarterback, Jackson Denton.
You know, Brad, right there was exactly kind of a tell of what I just talked about. I seen it. I was going to say they've got one-on-one to the outside if they want it, and they did a pump and go right there. They've set everything up. They're going for 2.
And they do a little swinging gate action. 2-point conversion is good, and right off the bat, Warren doing what Warren does, up 8-0.
Yeah, you know, that going for 2 right out of the gate like that, you know, that's a message type of deal. Some teams will do that. Some teams will take the 7. But when you do that, you really put the other team behind the 8 ball in a hurry.
Oh, you know what? They didn't score. So this is okay. Yeah.
Okay. So he ran it in. Now they're going to go for the extra point.
Okay, that's my fault there. And the kick is up, and it's good. So 7-0 here, and that's my fault. Yeah, we've got a real tough angle right here on that, but I thought he got in. I guess I should have looked for the signal a little better there. First, a 1-yard run on the play there to number 5, once again, Aaron Davis on the score, and that's going to be a 7-0 game. Warren with the score just 1 minute and 23 seconds into this ball game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Now Dardanelle's going to have to answer. Like you said, they're going to have to score points. You know Warren's going to score. You come into this game with a game plan. And I was watching them before the game. Number 12, Giancarlos Marquez. He was practicing onside kicks the entire time. So you know that's coming.
All right. So 7-0 here in this one, and Boy, we got a poll going here. Aaron loves the polls. What do we got? 61% right now looking at Warren. Of course, it helps when an onside kick. Is it going to go 10? Boy, oh, my.
Got out of bounds.
That one right there was real close. It didn't look like it had the angle to go 10, but that football bounces a weird way sometimes, and it looked like it was going to go out of bounds. Lucky enough for Dardanelle, the ball did go out of bounds after Warren touched it.
Yeah, the positive is when you look at that, if you're from the Dardanelle perspective, when a team kicks an onside kick like that, you're going to get the ball at midfield if you can get it.
Now, we haven't been able to see anybody that's stopped Creed Vega this year. I mean, he has been phenomenal all year long. 6'2", 220 pounds at the quarterback position, a run-first quarterback. He can throw the ball, but he's more of a runner right off the bat, and looking probably at a quarterback draw right here on first play. And it is stopped.
Yeah, big play right there by number 54, Xavier Miller. He read that right out of the gate. You know, I've watched a lot of Dardanelle games on film, and one thing is when they go empty, they love to run the football or roll the pocket.
So first down or second down and 11 now. Vega looking at the sideline. I mean, that's about the shortest 11 that you can get there, Aaron, just to keep you posted there. Little jet sweep action there, and he breaks across, and he's going to go all the way down to about the 39. That's going to be enough for a first down. That is Javarius West right there on the carry.
Yep, good play call right there. You know, they're expecting it with that empty look. They were expecting the same thing, Q run game, and then they hand it off with jet sweep.
12-yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up first down and 10, ball on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, here comes the motion into the backfield, and here it comes again. That's a power read look.
And about a 5-yard gain on the play there that time by number 22, Javion Chatton.
Yeah, the Chatton name, you know, is pretty big in Dardanelle. So it's good to see looks like a sophomore. So, you know, you're going to have him around for a little while.
A lot of good athletes.
A lot of great athletes, a lot of speed. Here comes another empty look.
Dardanelle running a lot of early tight stuff, running some wing stuff. Handoff goes to number 3, and he's going to get down all the way down to about the, about the 27? Is that where they're going to mark that?
Yep, Ian Branson coming around the right side. You know, Brad, this is almost like a version of the shotgun flex bone.
Right.
You got the two wings, and they're going in motion, and it's really nice scheme they've come out with right here.
And now Vega's going to go off the wing there, getting some yardage. Let's see where they mark the ball. It's going to be about second down and 4 after the gain of 6 by Creed Vega. You know, Sean, you got to think that while Dardanelle wants to score, they also want to do what they're doing right now, which is holding the ball a little bit longer while they score.
Absolutely. You know, clock control, clock management is going to be important, especially when you defer the kick and you know you're going to get it to start second half.
Vega looking at the sideline here. 2 wide down to the right-hand side. They're going to run Vega off the left-hand side, running a little power game there. Gets down, looks like to about, I believe they called it the 16 there.
Yeah, that looked like just a straight Q sweep with a G lead there. I like it. I mean, right now, you know, you're going to put the ball in your best player's hands in the semifinals of the state. I mean, that's what you're going to do.
Right.
And right now, they don't have a back in the backfield the whole time. Now they do, but they've just been lining up and just running him inside and out.
So again, they're being a little bit methodical right here.
A lot of check with me right now. They're coming off trying to read what they're giving them up front.
It looks like that one's going to lose a few.
Yeah, that was number 15, Luis Woods on the tackle.
Loss of 3 on the run there.
That time they put it back in the backfield and they didn't have the ability to really spread Warren out, and that Warren was able to condense the box a little bit with the defense, and they were able to shoot the gap.
Ian Branson on that carry. It was a 3-yard loss on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 13.
You look for some kind of jet action or boot right here. Nope.
Handoff goes off the right-hand side. Nice. He breaks through, and that's Branson. Oh, he got tripped up right there. Thought he was going to get there. He's going to get inside the 5. Check and see where they spot that ball. It's down the 4-yard line, 14-yard gain on the play.
Right now, the counter game is being able to affect them. They're being able to get an extra blocker out in front, and that time they motioned across, change their eye level. It's really good play calling right now.
So 1st and goal, ball on the 4. And it goes off the right-hand side, and there's Creed Vega for the score. Touchdown, Creed Vega, 4 yards out. And looking at the replay here, Vega goes right off the wing, little lead block, power game, as you like to call it there, Sean. Touchdown, Creed Vega.
Yeah, the gap scheme run game right now has got them rolling on their side, and then of course Warren's countering with the zone run game.
And the kick is up, and it's good. Let's go to a quick break. Thank you to all our sponsors. We're going to get you good mentions throughout the game here. Also, we want to thank the folks over at Old Bank for watching tonight. Appreciate you joining us. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching the Arkansas Sports Network.
Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
We're getting ready for kickoff here. Kickoff by Garcia, and here we go. Kicks it a little deeper that time and gets past the receiver, but it's going to go out of bounds, so they'll take the ball on the 35-yard line.
Yep.
So Warren gets the football now. They're going to bring it out to the 35-yard line. Does it matter?
No. It doesn't, but at the same time, you'd like to pin them back if at all possible to make them have to do it, because you got more of an opportunity to make a mistake. And there's a real good chance that this game's going to probably come down to, who makes that mistake.
Right.
Because I've anticipated this all week. I felt like on Monday this was going to be a shootout.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're going to see here most likely tonight. So Warren starts with the ball on the 35-yard line, calls a man in motion, brings him in on the flank, handoff, gets him in the backfield there. A little short loss on the play. You can't really even call that a 1-yard loss, but he went backwards, so we'll call it 2nd and 11.
That's the first time so far that they've been able to get penetration up on the front.
Number 62 on the tackle, Peyton Davis. Nice job by Davis getting in the backfield. And they're hurrying up here. Denton dropping back. He throws it right over the middle. And ball goes all the way down. Looks like they're going to mark that on the 40.
Tayshawn Edwards with the catch.
And that is a 26-yard gain on the pass.
And they're already back up the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're going to move quick tonight.
No doubt.
Davis goes up the middle, gets down to about the 35-yard line, and they're going to mark it on the 36, so a 4-yard gain on that. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, their tempo got them there right as they got lined up quick. You know, right now there's a lot of 10 personnel, 3x1, 2x2 that you're seeing. Balls in the middle field, it's going to be 2x2. To a hash, it's going to be 3x1. Typical Warren football.
So second down and about 6. That's a long 6, really. It looks like 7 by the mark there. Denton looking deep. He's got a man behind the defense, and he's got a strong arm there.
Yeah, he really does. I was watching him in warm-ups, and he was throwing, it's 53 and a third on the field, and he was throwing from sideline to sideline in the warm-ups.
Wow. He's got a nice gun. He's a junior for Warren. Got injured in his sophomore season, missed his whole sophomore season, and the radio people told us that he's really starting to hit his stride right now. A little bubble screen action. Dardanelle reads it, but Davis makes it out of nothing there. Gets about 2 yards on the play and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that's just an extension of their run game right there. He's just trying to get a one-on-one outside and try to see if he can make somebody miss. This is a big play right here.
Absolutely. Early. So 4th down, and it looks like 5 by the stick. What do you got, 5? Okay. 4th and 5 by the stick. They're trying to get Dardanelle to jump there. Almost got him in the neutral zone. Now they're looking at the sideline. Dardanelle looks a little discombobulated in the defense right now, trying to figure out what they're going to do. Denton drops back, throws a slant. He delivers. It's incomplete. Incomplete there, and Dardanelle's going to take over on downs.
Yeah, play was broken up by Corbin Barnes right there. All that was that you could see the receivers to the other side. They didn't even know what the play was. That was going to him the whole time, just an inside slant, and he makes the play. Great play by Dardanelle. Big momentum play early in the game.
Absolutely. So Dardanelle gets the ball back. Have you found those sponsorships there? Okay. Well, we'll have to pull those up. We could go ahead and mention Affordable Heating and Air. Appreciate them for making this happen. In fact, they were the first ones in on it. That's one of the reasons why we're here tonight, so appreciate them. We'll get them up on the screen as we go. 1st down and 10 for Dardanelle now. And they're going to run Vega off the left-hand side there. He's going to cross the 40, and he's outside across the 50, across the 45. And let's see where they mark it.
That's going to be a flag probably.
Did you see any flying there?
No, and they didn't throw it, but he grabbed hold of him on the sideline and held a hold of him. He pulled him down. It wasn't vicious, so most likely they let it go, let him play. This is the semifinals of the state.
22-yard gain there for Creed Vega. Brings up 1st down and 10, and heard the booing over there on the other side. I haven't seen the stands for Dardanelle this full in quite a while. There's a lot of folks here tonight.
They said Creed stepped out way back here.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if the fans were booing because they said he stepped out or because they didn't throw the flag. Here comes another run game.
They're trying to stretch it out. They do stretch it out. He's going to get a few, though.
Yeah, that was a good job right there of stretching out the outside zone. They set the edge. They were able to chase them out. That's what they're going to have to do because right now Dardanelle is owning the edges.
I'm going to say that's a long 2 gain there, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. But it could have been a 5-yard loss pretty easily there. Handoff goes off the left-hand side. Looks like a 2-yard gain there for Javon Chatton.
Right now, they are doing a fantastic job with the counter run game, and they're just outnumbering. Warren with the gap scheme run game.
Yeah, I totally missed that. That's more like a 4-yard gain for Chatton. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 there, and it maybe even a 5-yard gain on that play.
You're looking at either a jet sweep right here or probably some kind of Q sweep.
Vega calling for the snap. Goes off the left-hand side. He's taking the sweep. He's going to go across the 35 down to the 30 to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Creed Vega. 38-yard touchdown run by Creed Vega, and Dardanelle takes the lead.
Number 54, Xavion Miller, had an angle on him, and he just outran him on the angle and killed the angle with the speed.
Vega, 7 carries, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns already.
A heck of a start. And like I said, it was either going to be a jet sweep or a Q run game right there, a Q sweep, and that's what they did.
So they're lining up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. We've got an action-packed first quarter here so far. 3:12 left in the first. 14-7. Do we have locals? Get to them here in just a second. Man, it's been an awesome time here so far. Semifinal action right here from Dardanelle. Again, we love coming out to semifinals. This is as far as ASN can go. Can't go any further than this. We love it. We love it. And again, we want to say thank you to Affordable Heating and Air, your home, our priority. I appreciate those guys for being a part of what we do. We got a couple from Warren. Appreciate you guys as well. We'll get you in just a moment. And just thank you for all these local sponsors. You make it possible for us to do it. And that's Warehouse B Restaurant and Coffee Bar. We'll talk about them in a minute. And then Nanny's Nest Boutique and then Bradley County Medical Center. Appreciate you. And we'll give everybody their due here. Been a fast-paced ball game so far. 3:12 left here in the first quarter. Dardanelle deferred, and now they're up a score.
Yeah, that's that what I was talking about earlier. You know, a team that makes a mistake in a game like this can cost you. Now, there's a lot of football left, and that's not going to make or break the game. But, you know, at some point, Warren's going to have to flip the momentum back.
Absolutely. Aaron Davis on the return there. Davis, we've been calling his name quite a bit. Ball's going to be on the 33-yard line, and that's where the Lumberjacks will start from.
Yeah, so, you know, you're probably going to look right here, 1st and 10. I mean, you're down a score. It's no time to change what you do. You're going to stay under control, probably run the football right here starting off. Or you may, I mean, who knows, you may see a shot play. It's going to depend on what the box says.
All right, we got 711 watching right now. Make sure you hit that like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and we've even got a Cash App. If you like what you see on the screen, enjoy what you're watching. Cash App, AR Sports
You have
Net.
a super wide split down here. He's got a one-on-one if he wants it.
Denton, he's being flushed out of the pocket. Now, no, he's not. He's going to get sacked from behind, and that was number 62, Peyton Davis.
Yep, just beat his man one-on-one in pass rush situation. You got to win that one-on-one, and he did.
Huge loss on that play. I'm trying to see when they move the marker there.
They got a sideline warning on Dardanelle.
Okay, sideline warning on Dardanelle, but my goodness, I mean, they lost a bunch there.
Yeah. Big play right there.
Absolutely. Peyton Davis big. But you know this Warren offense, they are not fazed by it. 2nd down and 22 after the 12-yard loss on the sack.
Yeah, this is one of those kind of situations. You know, you don't have a 2nd and 22 play in your playbook, but you don't want to try to force something right here if you're Warren. Denton
rolling to the left, throwing back to the right on the screen, and he's got some room. Good little play call there. Gets
he
back.
Fumbled it.
Uh-oh. Who's got the football? It looks like Warren's going to keep it, and they're going to get across the 35 to the 36, so they got 14 yards back just like that.
Yeah, a little throwback screen right there. Yeah, that's a great play call in that situation. Of course, you know, Bo Emery's been here so many times. He's not going to panic when it's 2nd and 22.
So 3rd down, and we got about 7 to go now. 3rd and 7, another big play in this ball game. Dardanelle was able to stop on 4th down on the previous possession for Warren. Can they get another one? Denton in the pocket, throws to the sideline. He gets out to about the 42. It looks like that's going to be real close to the stick. Are they going to move it there? It's going to be short.
Oh.
Maybe. Let's see.
Yep, 4th down.
4th down, so it's going to be 4th and 1 after the 6-yard gain on the catch.
Now, this right here is rolling the dice. This is really rolling dice. But right now, Dardanelle has all the momentum.
Absolutely. So Bo Embry going for it here on 4th down and short.
Another check with me here.
Denton calling for the snap, hands it off to Davis. Davis in the backfield. I don't think he got it, and the Dardanelle fans don't think he did either, and that's going to be 1st down Dardanelle.
Yeah, he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a phenomenal job by Dardanelle right there. They keyed up and got off their blocks, beat their man one-on-one, stubbed them for a loss. Now this is a big series for both teams.
Now, I don't know, and I know there's a lot of football, but I don't know if Dardanelle's ever made it to Little Rock. Have they? I don't think they have.
Not that I'm aware of.
Goodness gracious. Dardanelle looking for their first trip to Little Rock that we know of. Of course, Warren's been there so many times. But go ahead.
Here's that empty look that I've seen a lot. Yeah, he's going to RPO this receiver to the left. Good chance. If he sees the box, he'll throw it. If not, they're going to motion him in. So you're looking at some kind of run game. There it comes. Power read.
Vega gets across the 35.
Now, the times I've seen him do that before, he will just pull that and throw that.
Absolutely. That's going to be a gain of 6, so 2nd down and 4 on the play.
Yeah, the power read right now is really giving Warren all kinds of problems.
Well, Warren defensively, we know coming into this game, not a great defensive team. Of course, we know they're going to score. But they've been able to do enough here in the playoffs to be able to get it done. Again, last week they gave up 40, still won the ball game. So gave up 42 at Gosnell, still won the ball game. And that's Chatton coming off the left-hand side. He gets across the 30. And that's going to be enough for a first down. 5-yard gain for Chatton, enough to move the stick.
Yeah, they right now they've got Warren spinning on defense. I mean, right now with the motions and the misdirections, and then just it's Vega's ball. I mean, that's what's happening right now.
Eventually, they're going to throw one over the top. They have to here. I say they have to. They don't have to.
I was about to say, if it ain't broke, don't
exactly.
fix it.
We're coming up on the end of the first quarter here. 43 seconds to go. Vega looking at the sideline. And he's going to take it off the left-hand side. Gets across the 25. I'm telling you, man, that kid is a load to tackle.
Absolutely. And right now, Warren keeps changing personnel because right now Dardanelle's front is doing a fantastic job.
14. Go ahead.
I was going to just say, Creed Vega's running like crazy right now, but that offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Absolutely. 839 watching right now. We've got 12 likes. Come on, folks. Hit that like, share, comment, subscribe. We got to get this semifinal out there. Hit that notification bell. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with more right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
If you like what you're seeing, you can shoot us a Cash App, hashtag ARSportsNet. We'll give you a shout out on this broadcast. Again, appreciate you joining us here. Gosh, what was it? A couple weeks back, we had somebody hit us for $200. My goodness. So hit $220 by one man. Appreciate him.
We didn't go to This is a different look for Dardanelle. They put 2 in the backfield here. A little pro eye look.
A little option play.
Yeah,
they're going to get him for a hold there. It's going to come back no matter what happens here.
Yeah, he did. He had him. It's you don't ever want to have
right.
those kind of calls, but it's without a doubt he got him.
So your 2nd down and short, it's going to turn into 2nd down and long.
Has Dardanelle been in this type of situation yet so far today? I mean, they've been in 2nd and like 12, or they've been like maybe 2nd and 14, but I don't know they've been in like a 2nd and 20.
Yeah, not often. It's going to be about 2nd and 14.
Okay.
It is from the spot of the play, so it's actually quite a bit further back.
2nd, yeah. So when you say the reason I brought that up is, we haven't seen them throw a pass yet.
Right.
Is this the moment where they're going to have to try to think about it?
Probably not on second down.
No.
They've been running it well so far. I like their chances of trying to run it again.
I see. Yeah. Here comes counter.
Nope.
Yep.
He thought about it.
That was.
Got to get out of bounds. Just got to get across the 35. It's going to be about a 1, maybe 2 yard gain. We'll give him 2 on the play.
So they showed a little misdirection. They showed the GT and counter, and then they rolled him out away from the counter.
Right.
And to Warren's credit, they didn't bite.
I saw somebody in the comments asking about Rod Chatton. Rod Chatton has been hurt. We have not seen him out there so far. So 3rd down and long here. Now Dardanelle's got a really good field goal kicker too. That's something to keep in mind here. They're going to go off the left-hand side, across the 30, across the 25 to the 20, the 15, 10, 5, all the way inside the 5 yard line there. Who needs to pass it when you got Creed Vega?
Yeah, I mean the way to erase 3rd and long is run Q counter.
I'm trying to see where they mark this ball. It's going to be 1st down and goal. It's on the 7 yard line, 27 yard gain, and that is going to put Vega over 100 yards so far in this game. 11 carries for 115.
I mean, man, that don't look like the Air Force offense?
Well, here we are, ball on the 7. They're bringing Chatton in motion. They hand it off to him. He makes a man miss, but they've got him bottled up. I think they do. Maybe they don't. And he scores. That's a touchdown. My goodness, what a run by Javon Chatton.
Yeah, I couldn't really see it, but I did get to check out a little bit. I saw him make the kid miss right before he went into the end zone.
Chatton coming across the formation there, just working his way in and out. They didn't do a great job of sealing the edge there, and he was able to get to the corner for a touchdown.
When he runs through 2 tacklers getting into the end zone, I mean that's just want to.
And Dardanelle up 2 scores now, 3 straight touchdowns for the Sandlizards. Here's the kick. It's up. It's good. And that is going to make the score. Dardanelle 21, Warren 7. Dardanelle's got all the momentum right now.
Absolutely. This is one of those moments right here where, for just the body language of Warren and everything right now, they're going to have to do something here offensively because right now Dardanelle has the momentum.
Give me some locals here. Give me the Warren locals if you don't mind here. Appreciate you, Aaron, producing, making it happen. And the Warehouse B restaurant and coffee bar, craving coffee, need a bite, want to shop. Warehouse B and Nanny's Boutique has everything you're looking for in one stop. Come see us today at 209 North Myrtle in Warren. Again, appreciate you. And then we've also got affordable heating and air. I'll tell you what, that's such a great picture there. Good family there. Affordable heating and air. They're veteran-owned, locally trusted, financing available. 479-747-6548.
Yeah, and, right now, every time Dardanelle's kicking off, they're kicking off towards their sideline. And,
right.
That's a really smart move right there because, anything that happens over that way, you're going to get most of the calls.
Sky kick, it's fair caught right there. It's going to be caught right there at the 34, I believe, and that's where they're going to start.
Yeah, this is a big drive right here for Warren.
Huge drive. 21-7 is your score, and Dardanelle has really come to play here on defense. They first drive it was like a hot knife through butter, but since then, a lot of adjustment, mainly the pressure of the Dardanelle defensive line.
Yeah, Coach Guerrera has made some adjustments defensively, and they're doing a really good job with what they've done so far, giving them some different looks up front.
All right, here we go. Jackson Denton calling for the snap. Hands it off the left-hand side. That's Aaron Davis once again, just about a 1 yard gain on the play there.
Yeah, and one thing that they've adjusted to is they're just going to man up on the outsides, and, that way they can bring in extra numbers on the inside to stop that run game. You got a one-on-one out here to the outside.
Denton dropping back. He's looking that way. He throws across the middle, wide open. Boy, I mean, he was wide open there. If he catches that, he might have scored.
Yeah, he just a poster out down the middle, and the safety was playing deep, and linebacker came up, and he hit the hole. I mean, it was a perfect throw, perfect call. Just a situation there where you just got to make a play.
You haven't seen Dardanelle come out of the two safety look very much tonight. They've had two back there the whole time.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why that Warren has ran the ball as much as they have.
Denton looking to the right side. He's got Fellows on the right-hand side, and a catch right there. That is Blaze Fellows, and he's getting D1 looks for a reason.
Yeah, that was a great adjustment to that football. Trying to see what the call is here. There was a flag thrown from behind the play.
That's a 30-yard gain on the play. Well, I tell you what, when Warren is connecting, they are getting chunk plays a lot of time. Then we've got penalty on Warren here. What do they call, though? It's going to be a first down, whatever it is. Maybe it was a sideline warning. I didn't see.
No, it wasn't a sideline warning.
Well, it stays right there, so I don't know what they called.
I couldn't see the signal.
Yeah, I didn't either. Denton calls for the snap. We've got a stoppage in play. It looks like either a false start or illegal procedure, one of the two.
It was actually a false start on here on the outside on the receiver.
All right, Fellows.
Yes. That was a straight vertical route right there. They found something earlier.
Right.
They're coming right back to it.
Well, you can find that one pretty much anytime you want it with that one.
Right. I mean, you're absolutely correct. The one thing about it is they've had that a few times, and they've went away from it. This time they just said, we got to go to it.
It's over 1,700 yards receiving from Fellows this year. They throw it out to Davis. Davis makes the first one miss. Across the 40 down to the 35. Going to get close to the 30. And let's see where they spot the ball. It's going to be about the 28-yard line. So it is about 16 on the play.
Yeah, that's just a swing pass right there to let your athlete in space make the guy miss, and he did. That kid's really shifty in open space.
So second down and 5 here. Ball across the middle, and he's got room down across close to the 10. That was a big gainer there.
Josiah Steen with the catch and the run. They're running to the line of scrimmage to get quick.
Ball's on the 13, so a 20-yard gain on that play. Chunk play after chunk play here.
They went empty.
Fade route. Is he in?
Yeah.
Touchdown.
And they found something there. So they went empty right there to spread them out a little bit to create one-on-one matchups. That kid right there is going to be a problem in one-on-one matchup on the outside.
Touchdown pass to Blaze Fellows, 13 yards for the score, gets Warren within one score.
Is Blaze Fellows the next line in all those Warren wide receivers?
100%. I tell you what, do they grow wide receivers on trees down there? I don't know, but whatever it is, they do something very, very well.
Yeah, they've got a heck of a little running back in there in Davis, too.
Absolutely.
He's very shifty.
Well, he looks like a wide receiver in the backfield himself.
He really does.
Kick is up. It is good, and that is going to get Warren within one score, 21-14, 9:44 left here in the first half of play. And we got a replay coming up. You can see this fade route here. Nice throw from Jackson Denton to Blaze Fellows right on the money for the score. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come right back. You're watching the Arkansas Sports Network State Semifinals.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken.
All right, Warren lining up. Looks like they're going to try to onside kick again here. Oh, and
they flipped it the other side.
Dardanelle was ready for it. And that, I tell you what, I think it kind of shows how they feel about being able to stop Dardanelle right now. Dardanelle hasn't thrown the ball one time yet.
No, they have not. And, when I was watching them in warm-ups out here, that's all they were doing was practicing onside kicks. So that's obviously a big part of what they do. So Dardanelle, credit to their coaching staff. They've obviously prepared very well for the onside kick so far.
So far, so good for Dardanelle on that part of it. They're going to get the ball on the 49-yard line. 21-14 is the score, 9:44 left here in the first half of play. Creed Vega lining back up again. Has been no answer for him so far. Handoff goes off the left-hand side. They get up underneath the tackle there, and that's going to be about a 5-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, Ian Branson, that kid runs really hard too as
We'll
well.
call it 4.
And, that's a powerful backfield
Absolutely.
For Dardanelle.
Absolutely.
And you couple that with a huge line that's getting the job done, and that's a problem.
Well, Dardanelle is always physical at the point of attack. They're always a physical football team. They've been that way under Vega so many years, and that's part of the reason why they are as good as they are. They're not afraid. And I believe that's Rod Chatton lining up out there right now. No, it's not. Number 6 there, Bo Miller. Miller, good-looking wide receiver. I thought that was Chatton for a second. Handoff goes to the outside.
Uh-oh.
He cuts up across the 35-yard line. Plenty enough for a first down. 12-yard gain on the play there.
Javarius West showed a burst when he come around the
He
corner.
absolutely did. And they've got a plethora of kids that can run the football, and it's not just Creed Vega that can run it.
Right. I mean, he put his foot in the ground. He got north and south. And, that's what's keeping them off of that run game right now is because of all those motions and misdirections. They cannot just key on the run game.
Well, here we go. First down and 10. Dardanelle 186 on the ground so far. Handoff goes to the left-hand side. That time he's stoned in the backfield. Going to be about a loss of 1 on the play.
That's where Warren's going to have to start they're just going to have to pin their ears back and start adding extra hats to the run game, which that does open up the ability to throw the football. But right now, I mean, this is Dardanelle's running a version of just what you would almost call a spread flex bone. I mean, it's just misdirection motions and cue run game.
I think some people would just call it beautiful. I don't know about me. I don't know about you. But it's been a lot of fun to watch so far.
I enjoy it. It's definitely a unique style of offense.
They're going to fake it, go back to the other side. It's
Q counter.
Yeah, Q counter, misdirection, jet sweep, fake the jet sweep. I mean, nothing fancy.
That's a credit to Coach Vega and Ben Miller, their OC, developing an offense that fits the quarterback so well and taking the talent and the pieces that they have and molding this offense to fit it. Because I know for a fact that Ben Miller's he's an air raid guy. And to be able to do this, this is really great job by these guys.
Third down and 10. Ball just across the 35 to the 34 there. Vega looking at the sideline. Last time they were in 3rd and long, Vega was able to pick it up on his own.
I was about to say, I wouldn't count out the Q draw right here.
Right, they are playing a little bit softer in the secondary here. Dardanelle's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We've got 6 minutes and 51 seconds left here in the first half of play. We'll be back in a moment. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Get this out to your friends. Great ball game here in the 4A semifinals.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Right. As you can see there, we'll give you a shout out. Hashtag AR Sportsnet if you like what you're seeing here on the screen. Enjoy watching the Arkansas Sports Network. We try to bring you the best in high school football across the state of Arkansas. High school sports in general. Tomorrow night, we'll be at the White County Championship game there in Pangburn. We're a little bit everywhere. If you want to, think about joining us here as well. We'll get to that in just a second. Handoff goes off the right-hand side. Warren played it well, and I feel like they're in a spot right now where they're going to have to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, you're really in that no man's land that you've heard for years, and that football cliche, no man's land. You're too far to kick a field goal, and you're too close to punt. But they could pooch one right here.
So 4th down and 11 after the loss of 1 on the play.
Will this be the first pass of the football game for Dardanelle?
Could be. Vega, empty set here.
Wouldn't shock me to see him roll the pocket right here.
He drops back, looking downfield. He's got time. Got a man over the middle. It's thrown behind him. That was intended for Bo Miller, and Warren gets the football right back.
So now both teams have got a 4th down stop.
That's
so
it.
let's see if Warren's going to be able to answer.
First pass attempt of the ball game there for Creed Vega. And Warren gets the football back with a chance to tie it up. And, you know, Sean, one of the things that you know about Bo Embry is he's not going to panic by being down 2 scores.
Oh, absolutely not. And if there's an offense in the state that's designed to come back from a 2-score deficit, it would be Warren's offense.
So Warren gets the football back there. A little hard count there, looking at the offense.
Dardanelle's shifting coverages.
They throw it out to the flank there. That's Steen. Steen across the 45 down to about the 47-yard line. 12-yard gain on the play.
When you have that kind of off coverage like that, they're going to take that short curl route. That's dangerous because these guys are explosive in the open field.
Yeah, and you have to give them cover or give that cushion. I mean, you can't get up on them.
Yeah, we saw. They went to a quick little quick screen right there, motioning out to try to get a block on the outside, but goes incomplete.
All right, 2nd down and 10 now. Yeah, you feel like they can get the deep pass just about any time that they want, but you know, Dardanelle is keeping 2 safeties over the top. The coverage is pretty soft on the corners as well. They're just trying to keep them in front.
Yeah, and Josiah Steen's got a little limp to him right now as he's coming over this way.
So 2nd and 10. Denton calling for the snap. A handoff to Davis off the right-hand side, and he gets up to about the 48-yard line there.
Looks like a gain of about 5.
So, yeah, I believe that is what it is, 5-yard gain there. After the first run there first 2, you could say, for Davis, Dardanelle's been able to hold him in check. 9 carries, 51 yards, still 5.7 per carry on the ground right now.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
3rd down and 4 here. They throw it outside, nobody there. Mix up on the route possibly. And that brings up 4th down. You got to think they're going to go for it right here.
Yeah, I would think so. I'm not real sure that if he was throwing the out route to the slot or if he was taking the shot play to the outside because it kind of landed between the 2 of them. This is a big play.
Yep, huge play right now.
Yep. Looks like Bo Embry's going to take a timeout.
Let's get our locals up there, Aaron, if you don't mind. Timeout, Warren. Thank you to Bradley County Medical Center, and then also the Warehouse Bee and Nanny's Nest Boutique. Appreciate you guys for being a part. And then also for Dardanelle, affordable heating and air. Your home, our priority. Veteran-owned, locally trusted. Financing available. Call 479-747-6548. Making it possible here. Boy, I tell you what, I'm looking at our other game that we've got going on down in Fordyce right now. Fordyce leading 12-7 over Booneville, but it is a mud bowl down there. It is at Fordyce, 12-7. Booneville is trailing Fordyce right now, and those white jerseys of Booneville turn into brown pretty quick.
And I promise you, Booneville loves that kind of.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You know, this talks about the validity of this play right here that he would call timeout. This is a big play early in the game.
Huge play for sure. So, again, shotgun formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the top. They're swinging Davis out on a little swing pass. They're throwing it up, and nobody there. Any flags on the play? Yep, it is going to be a flag. I believe they're going to get Dardanelle on a hold, maybe. I believe that's what they're going to call here.
He's definitely signaling holding on initial.
Let's see what the referee calls. I don't want to call it. Let the ref call it. Yep. It is going to be a hold in the secondary, so that's going to move the stick. Going to be enough for a first down.
You know, they went Aaron Davis right there on the wheel route out of the backfield, and the kid was beat, and he just reached out and grabbed a hold of him. You know, in high school football, it's 15 yards versus where it'd be like in the NFL, that would have been a huge one.
And it's not automatic first down either.
Exactly. It is when it's, you know, 4th and 5, but
ball is incomplete. Elkins leading Stuttgart right now with 2:20 left in the first half of play. 7-0 there.
You know, that's the second time in a row now, Brad, that they've had a mix-up on routes to the outside right here. I mean, that ball was it basically hit Kentrell Diggs right in the chest.
Kentrell Diggs had a big blocked field goal to really save the conference for Dardanelle. Clinton came up here, lost 26-24 to Dardanelle. It was Kentrell Diggs with a blocked field goal. They got Blaze Fellows. They're throwing deep to him. And there's a nice defensive play there by Diggs.
Yeah, good job by Dardanelle right there. Diggs actually he did a bail technique right before the snap of the football, and they were thinking it was press man, and then by the time they threw it, he was dropped off in a off coverage. So that was a good job by him. He knew it was coming. He made the play.
Well, you got to anticipate they're going to throw the ball down the field, so I'd take my chances there for sure.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
As long as the safety stays inside the hash mark like that, I mean, they're going to take that one-on-one shot. So with this kid, they got to know that.
It is 3rd down and 10. Denton looking over the middle, and he hits a man right in the back, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Again, I would assume that they're probably going to go for it here.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, unless you have a kicker that's got an absolute cannon of a leg, I mean, this is probably a situation.
Only few games going on around the state right now. Bryant, the behemoth, leading Bentonville 21-0 in the second quarter. I mean, I just don't even know. You can't even explain that anymore, what's going on down there.
When you're down 14 with 2 minutes and something left and you're you win, you're almost destined.
Denton looking down the field. He's got a man behind the defense.
Oh, he dropped it.
He did. He dropped it. My goodness. He had him on a seam route right there, and they would have scored. And it was just a little bit behind him. The angle was tough, but, man, hit him right in the hands.
Yep, now Dardanelle has a chance to, hear the counter right back. You go score right here, you get that 2-touchdown lead back. And, again, we got to remember, they did defer the opening kickoff. So any lead they take into halftime is a bonus.
Mansfield leading Salem in the second quarter 16-6. And then we've got the Fordyce and Booneville game going on our network, on the Arkansas Sports Network High School YouTube page. You can go to our Facebook pages and click any of those links. We've got them there. Still 12-7 there in that one. So Vega coming off the right-hand side. Huge drive in this game. Vega gets loose. He gets behind the defense. Going to be enough for a first down. It looks like a gain of about 11 there for Vega. 1st and 10, Dardanelle.
Yeah, that was just an outside zone lead. I mean, that was they just outnumber them to this outside, and Vega is going to be hard to tackle anybody, tackle him one-on-one.
Oh, absolutely. 6'2", 220 pounds there. I mean, who wants to tackle that, really? I mean, that's a load in itself right there.
Absolutely, and they do such a good job. It looks simple, but in reality, they do a whole lot of different things in their run game.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 again. Vega cutting up the field across the 50, gets down to about the 48-yard line. That's where they're going to mark him, and that is going to be a gain of 4, so bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yep. There it was again, the same play this time to the left side. Dardanelle hasn't shown a lot of 20 personnel, but they have in the last 2 plays, and it's been using that with that sniffer, or that what is essentially the old school fullback.
Right.
Just lead blocking.
So 3:40 and counting. Dardanelle's going to want to hold on to this football as long as they can here.
Absolutely. Well, you don't want to give Warren the ball back at all, because, I mean, in 2 minutes they can get it down and the field and score.
Here is man in motion. Now you hand it off to Chatton going back the other way. Warren read that one, and that's going to be a loss of 2 by Chatton. Number 20 for Warren is Zachariah Bush. Number 22, Deshaun Adams on the tackle there for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, once again, you know, they're just doing it right now. They're just getting downhill, and, you know, they're going to – I figure they're going to go into halftime, and they're going to just probably go to a front that's going to say, look, we're going to make you throw the football at least 3 or 4 times. Dardanelle is refusing to do it, and they don't have to because they're controlling this game, controlling this clock right now.
All right, 3rd down and 8 to go here for Dardanelle. They're running Vega again. He cuts up the field, and they're able to stop him. And so that's going to bring up 4th down. And believe it or not, we got a little bit of defense going on in this game right now.
Yeah, you know, I'm really surprised right here. You know, I almost thought that, you know, he might burn a timeout at this moment in time. Because of the ability of their big play offense, but they may not. I mean, it's 4th and 5. This is a big play, and this is a check with me. You don't think there's going to be a punt, so. He snapped. They wasn't really ready for the snap.
I think they might have been trying to fool him. I'm not totally sure, but it didn't fool him at all, and that's going to be Warren football after the loss of about 2.
You know, he was stepping up and changing something, and the ball was snapped, and that play was kind of busted from the beginning. So what Dardanelle's done in the last couple series is they've been dropping everybody into coverage.
Right.
I mean, really, and not worried so much about pressure, and it's tighten up some of those windows a little bit. So, you know, at some point you're going to have to – they're going empty here to try to get some one-on-ones.
3 to the right. Or 2 to the left up there. Empty set. Denton looking down the field, and he's being pressured, and he is going to lose 10, actually 9 on that. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 19.
See, yeah, what they've done is they've started dropping 7 and bringing 4. That was just a 4-man pressure is all that was.
Braden Hardy, junior linebacker here for Dardanelle. I hear a lot about Hardy, the linebacker there, and they had another junior as well that they talk about at linebacker, talk about how that these kids are really the future of Dardanelle in their defense.
And Dardanelle's looked really good on defense. They're doing a lot of things to mix up the looks.
Denton throwing it down the field again. Didn't have enough air on it. I'm telling you, that kid throws that ball 100 miles an hour. I mean, that thing comes out of his hand quick.
You know, the seam route to Tayshawn Edwards has been there several times, but he's just off a little bit on it. But now you're in a 3rd and really long, and I'm going to be honest with you right here. If they stop them, they need to punt this football unless they get about half of it.
Right. So 3rd down and very long here for Dardanelle.
Dardanelle going to 3 high safety look.
Looking down the field, and it definitely threw Denton off. He's rolling out to the right-hand side now, trying to just throw it up for grabs, and Fellows gets behind the defense, and that's going to be a touchdown for Warren. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a play. What a play by Jackson Denton. I mean, you know, Blaze Fellows is going to get the credit for the touchdown, but Jackson Denton created that as he was able to bail out. You know, Dardanelle went to that 3 high safety look, and it did fool him.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to do, and then they just made a play. That's just 2 football players making plays.
And that's going to get it to 21-20, extra point pending here as we've got 56 seconds left here in the first half of play. This thing has been seesawing back and forth, and, man, what a ball game we've got here. Kick is up, and it is.
I don't think he hit it.
It didn't get it. It is no good.
Well, no, you hear people always say this, but at the end of the game in the 4th quarter, you might look back at that play, and that might be a difference.
Absolutely.
You know, Warren's done a good job of getting back in this thing. Now, with just 56 seconds left, you know, you think Dardanelle's going to just be okay with a 1-point lead, or you think they're going to try to take a shot?
I think it depends on where the ball is spotted after this kickoff.
You know, and every time Warren has kicked the onside kick, are you going to give them the ball at midfield with an opportunity?
Right.
And it looks like that's exactly what's going to do if they don't recover it.
Is that what it looks like? They're going to at least take a look at it. Let's see what happens here. They may try to kick it behind this second wall here on the receiving unit. Let's see what they do. Here's the kick, and
there we go.
Kick it high. And that's returnable there, and it's going to come out across the 27. He put a knee down, I guess. That's what he did, put a knee down. It's going to be at the 27 now with 49 seconds to go. If you're enjoying what you're seeing on the screen, enjoying the broadcast, Cash App us at AR Sports Net. Appreciate you. You can become a member as well. Join us on YouTube. And we are very excited to be here tonight in this 4A semifinal. This is the first time that we've done a 4A and a 3A semifinal in 2 spots. We got a crew down in Fordyce right now. And, man, we're just having a great time. So Vega going to line up in the shotgun. They're going to shift everything.
So I was about to say, you're probably seeing Q run right there.
Yeah, they're trying to outflank the defense. They're going to spread him out, get him out of bounds. And that's going to get, looks like about 6 or 7 there. No. My angle here is not good on runs like that, 5 yards on the play.
Still, if you average 5 yards a carry, you're in solid shape.
Clock is stopped with 45 seconds to go, so you think that Dardanelle's probably going to continue to at least try to score here.
I've watched a lot of Dardanelle football over the years with them coming to our 7-on-7s and stuff, and you might see a hook and ladder at some point right here.
Second down and 5. Vega getting up the field. Cross down to about the 40-yard line there, so that's going to be a first down for Vega. I believe a gain of about 8 on that play. Appreciate the folks at the Old Bank watching right now.
You know, you almost think it might come, but at the same time, they may be content to just.
Oh, they faked them out. They got a man behind the defense, but can't make the play there.
That's the old Tim Tebow.
Right.
Fake it into the line of scrimmage and take it downfield.
That was a pretty good job by the Warren defense. They weren't fooled too bad on that play. And that's going to bring up second down in 10. 15 seconds to go now. I mean, you know, you don't think that Dardanelle could get behind the defense. The speed of Warren is probably too good to do that, but like you said, you might try to fool him here.
Timeout Warren.
Yep. Timeout Warren. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching the 4A semifinals right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
Arkansas University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
I want to thank Arkansas Tech University for being our title sponsor once again. We also want to thank Metcalf Trucking, D3 Auto Sales, home of the MVP, Premier Facilities Group, and Tyson Foods for being a part of what we do here, making this possible. We've got second down and 10. Ball is on the 40-yard line. Vega looking at the sideline right now. 15 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last thing you want to do is just turn one over. Vega runs it right up into the line. He's going to be about 2 yards, and he's going to be put down. I think that's probably going to bring us to the end of the first half.
Yeah, you know, Dardanelle has a 1-point lead, and they get the ball. So there's no reason right here to risk something, that could flip the game right at the end of the half.
And we got an injured player there at the end of the half there. Looks like number 53 for Warren.
Walker West.
5'11", 212-pound senior. And we're watching him. We're going to go to halftime here. Dardanelle leads 21-20. They'll get the football coming out in the second half. It's been a heck of a ball game so far, and I promise you, you don't want to miss this. It is a great time here at Dardanelle. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching the Arkansas Sports Network.
Belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind. Offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
Since inception, Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
You belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind. Offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
Analysis as I hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm good. You good? You sure, Aaron?
Yeah, go.
Okay. They can't hear you, right?
No.
You're talking to me, though.
Yeah.
All right. Glad to have you along here for this 4A semifinal here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We appreciate all of our sponsors for making this happen, local and our major sponsors as well. Guarantee you we can't do it without you. Man, I'll tell you what, you talk about D3 Auto Sales MVP. We're watching a guy in Blaze Fellows, Jackson Denton as well. Those two guys have to be considered for MVP honors here as we start narrowing our list down here at the end of this season. We got some stats that we're going to give you right now here in the first half of play in a 21-20 ball game. Both teams moving the ball down the field. Right now it is Dardanelle. Got 210 rushing yards, zero passing yards. But 210 is enough for 21 points on the board. And for Warren, they have 29 rushing yards, 225 passing yards, 254 total yards. And I'll tell you what, Jackson Denton to Blaze Fellows there at the end of the half really made a difference for the Warren Lumberjacks, making things happen here in this 4A semifinal. This is a place that Warren is not unaccustomed to. They have been here so many times throughout the years. I think it's death taxes and the Warren Lumberjacks making it deep into the playoffs. And then you've got Dardanelle 14 years ago to the day. I'm sorry, not 14, 11 years ago to the day, 2014. These two teams met with the same records, at Warren with a 9-3 record and Dardanelle with a 13-0 record, as Warren was able to come out with a victory, and this one's still in doubt here. Again, we just thank you so much for watching. We got so much going on. The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic. If you like good basketball, we've got a day full of good basketball on January the 3rd at Clinton. It's going to be a great time there. You're not going to want to miss that. We've got podcasts and all kinds of stuff, and it could not be possible without the great sponsors that we have. Tell you what, the growth that this network has had has been amazing. Over 100,000 on Facebook, on both the high school page and the ASN page. We've got over 12,000 subs on YouTube, and if you haven't subbed to us already, go ahead and do that. Hit that subscription right now. In fact, we've had probably over 100 tonight just so far in this one. It's been a great time here at Dardanelle. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll have more high school football action live from the 4A semifinals. Dardanelle leads Warren 21-20 at the half, and we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the Arkansas Sports Network. All right, you can see the scores at the top of the screen. Cross County pulls off the upset, winning today 20-14 over EPC. Cedar Ridge over Woodlawn in the 8-man championship last night. 74 points in that championship.
You know, Brad, when I was coming over here, I was listening to the radio coming over here, and they actually had Pascal on the buzz, and they were talking to him. And 41 years since Cross County won a state title.
Wow.
And so that's pretty big, and that's Van Pascal's third state title.
Yeah, he's a good coach for sure.
Very good.
He is. I mean, he's definitely one of the difference makers. Got two difference makers out here. Bo Embry, obviously the legend. You know, I don't think people talk about Vega as much as Embry, and rightfully so. But you know, Vega, he's done a good job here since he's been here. I think. Well, they've made deep runs in the playoffs, but I think this might be just their second semifinal since he's been here, which was the last time was in 14 when they played Warren.
You know, Dardanelle has definitely carried the Tech football players coming over here and having very good careers. You had Price first, you know, and he did some really good things here.
Right.
Got the thing rolling, and then Vega coming here and really took it to a whole nother level. I mean, he's been just fantastic.
We got a poll rolling right now. Who's going to win this one? Warren winning that one right now, 64% of the vote. I think we got a lot of Warren people in there. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I know Dardanelle's got their own video going over there right now.
So, you know who the coach of Stuttgart is, right?
Yeah, Price.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Could you imagine a Price-Vega championship game?
But unfortunately right now they're down 14-0.
They're down 14-0, yeah.
Dude, Elkins
is very good.
Let me tell you something.
Zach Watson's got that thing rolling.
That guy's a heck of a ball coach over there. A lot of good coaches in 4A, man. A lot of good coaches, and you got 4 of them right now in 4A that are going at it to try to see who will win it all. I have said over and over again with this 4A that you could literally throw these 4 teams in the hat, pull out a name, and whatever you come out with could be your championship matchup. You probably have it just as good a chance of getting it right.
You know, Brad, having been blessed enough to be a defensive coordinator at the 4A level, I faced some of these guys.
Right.
You know, I faced Zach Watson at Elkins. It's not – that was a conference game for us.
Yeah.
They are well coached. You know, yes, he has a lot of talent, but they are a very well-coached football team.
We got the man, the myth, the legend, Randy Pickrell in the comments right now. He talked 2A all season long with us. He says – that Elkins score and that Salem score are surprising, not to this guy because I picked both of them.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Is Salem is taking the lead?
No,
okay.
Mansfield.
I got you.
I think Mansfield has scored.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, Salem has scored. I think it's 24-14, maybe.
I'm not updating on somebody else's.
Well, I can find it.
Here we go.
Y'all know.
Does Warren start off the second half with an onside kick?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there are certain things that are almost a guarantee, and that would be one of them.
Absolutely.
Especially, like, you can look at the angle he's standing at right now. He's kicking it towards us.
Mansfield up 24-14 on Salem with the ball, and they're across the 50 right now. So, yep, here we go. We're getting ready for second half action. And looks like we're going to see an onside kick maybe.
Oh.
Nope. They're going to kick it deeper. Ball's going to bound, and it gets past the returner. He picks it up. That's number 3, Ian Branson, and Branson gets hit and put down. And that was on the tackle. Number 5, Aaron Davis. He's a little bit everywhere tonight.
You know, Brad, that was a pretty well designed deal because, I mean, he's literally at an angle right there where it looks like he's for sure kicking onside kick. But Dardanelle had their front and their second line up tight, which put one guy, Branson, back deep. And, you know, I thought it's a really good play because now you got them pinned back deep. So now you know they're going to load the box here.
See what the adjustments that are being made here. You know that there's going to be some. Dardanelle gets the football. Ball is going to be on the 10-yard line. Vega going to roll to the right. Gets up the field a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Gets crossed down to about the 20-yard line. Looks like he might have picked up a first down on that run. Let's see. what they do here.
You know, anytime that you get a one-on-one with Vega and he wraps somebody up, it almost brings back some flashes of when Peyton Hillis used to run.
Right. Got 2nd down and 1, 9-yard gain there for Vega.
And I say that because when you tackle him, you're going to go for a 3-4 yard ride.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, they've been doing this all year long. There's not a lot of difference in what I'm seeing right now. They do throw it a little bit more, but tonight it's Vega left, Vega right. He's around the end. Looks like he's a little bit hobbled. Just watching him run. Somehow, though, he's behind the defense. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. That's an 80-yard run for Creed Vega. And I think he's hobbling. Am I wrong? Am I looking at that wrong?
No, I mean, it definitely looked like there's, he's definitely lumbering a little bit, but my goodness, man, that guy's a warrior.
293 yards on the ground for the rushing totals of Dardanelle, 226 of those from Creed Vega.
Man, that guy right there, Air Force is getting a good one.
Oh, absolutely.
Air Force is getting a good one. And, man, if you talk about fitting the perfect style of what they do.
So here we go. Here is the kick. It's up. Garcia's kick is up. It's good, and that is going to make it 28-20. Just, 1 minute and 5 seconds into half number 2.
We just got a shout-out from an assistant coach at the University of Arkansas, Brad Johnson.
Hey.
Just want to give a shout-out, women's assistant. Man, one of my really, really, really good friends, and I'm a big fan of his.
Hey, he said good job to you, but he didn't say it to me.
Oh, he meant all of it.
He said Caldwell boys. That's all right, man. That's all right. 28-20 here. Appreciate you joining us again. We just love doing it. It's just a lot of fun.
He is a Dardanelle product. So,
yeah, he is. Out here from Yale County, somehow made it all the way up to the assistant coach at University of Arkansas. Not too bad. Not too shabby.
This game is so it's still a one-score game right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely a one-score game. And
first to 50. I mean, really.
Well, based on what I've seen in all the playoff games, I mean, you're looking at a real good chance of definitely in the 40s.
Right. Well, here we go. So now Dardanelle lining up. Let's see if they give them a little onside kick action. They don't. Kick it deep. Oh, there you go.
Kicked it in the end zone. Touchback.
I really wonder sometimes when you got offenses like this, maybe just onside kick it, take your chances trying to get it back,
Well, at some point, it's going to have to come, especially if Warren's able to answer right
here. We got a junior high kid in the comments. He says, guys, I'm cooked next year. I play junior high. I'm cooked next year. It's a little bit different world, buddy. I promise you that. Oh, goodness. That's so funny.
This is one key right here, Brad. If Warren does score right here and, goes down and scores, you don't chase points this early.
Oh, absolutely.
Even though it's an 8-point game.
Ball thrown out on the flank and going to get about 9 on the play.
See what defensive adjustments Dardanelle made because, they gave up almost as many passing yards as Warren gave up rushing yards in the first half.
Right. 2nd down and 1 here. Denton got plenty of time, steps up in the pocket. He's across the 30, gets down, he slides, and let's see where they mark it. Coach Embry wants a flag there. Probably should have got one.
Believe it or not, that's the first time we've seen him step up in the pocket and run like that.
3-yard gain there for Jackson Denton. First time I'm getting a chance to see him. Last year when Warren played in the ASN Classic, it was Cam Burks at quarterback. And so it's good to see him.
Well, anytime you have a Burks.
Right, he's doing all right.
Yeah.
Davis gets the handoff. He gets to the 35, maybe the 34.
He took a shot.
Yep, and they are going to give him the 35 there on that first down run. 2-yard gain on the play.
Dardanelle has done a really good job of adjusting to that inside zone run game. They have rallied to the ball, and they are punishing the running back right now.
Well, Davis, I know he's a running back, but just look at him. He looks like a wide receiver.
Everybody down there is built like a wide receiver.
6'1", 170. They're throwing it out to Fellows, and it is incomplete. The fans wanting a flag. It's just football, guys.
Right now, that's one of the big things that I feel like has got Dardanelle in the situation they're in this moment is the physicality of the game.
Right.
They have been the aggressor and a very physical football team from the opening kickoff.
Denton looking down the field. He's got Fellows wide open. I mean,
that's
easy
a tough
catch.
matchup.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
See, he sold the vertical route right there, and when he did, Diggs turned and ran, and then he just set it down. That's tough. That's tough cover.
Fellows 5 catches, 122. Jackson Denton 13 of 20 for 249 so far in this one. Looking down the field again. There he is again, right at the sticks. That's going to be an 11-yard gain.
You know what these curl routes are setting up, right?
Right.
Yeah, because here in a minute he's going to try to tighten up that coverage a little bit, and then he's already been beat a couple times vertically. Now he's getting him on the curl route.
Fellows a 6'3", 155 senior. Dude just glides out there.
He really does. This is the first time I've seen him play live, and I'm impressed.
Hand off to Davis. He gets up the field. He's going to get to about the 35, maybe 36-yard line where they'll mark that.
Looks like a gain of about 3.
Do enough to keep them honest, right?
Warren going tempo again.
Looking at Fellows behind the defense.
Oh, my
gosh.
What a catch.
One-handed catch. I'm going to tell you, in all of our travels that we've seen all year long, this Fellows kid is the best wide receiver that we've seen all year long.
I mean, Diggs was in perfect coverage right there.
22-yard gain. Got to bring it back here. They're going back. They're throwing the fade, and that one didn't come down. Where's Fellows going? Has he committed anywhere? Where is anybody recruiting him? I know he's got to be being recruited by somebody.
They went back-to-back fades right there, and he almost pulled in back-to-back one-handed snag.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
And what's crazy is Diggs is doing a really good job of coverage on the kid.
Throwing it out to Davis. Davis catches it twice there. Little swing pass.
Did you see the adjustment Dardanelle made? They took and walked a linebacker out and checked him at the line of scrimmage with Diggs over the top.
Yeah.
So they had one in the slant window and one in the fade window.
4-yard gain on that play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 now.
They're doing the same thing again right here. The way you stop that's be physical with him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do.
Throwing the slant on the backside there.
That's back to Josiah Steen.
Yeah.
And he was limping. He was kind of hobbled up in the first half.
It's going to bring up 4th and 1. 5-yard gain on that play.
And here they go tempo again, right back to line of scrimmage. I look for inside zone right here.
Davis gets through. He's not going to get the end zone, but looks like he's going to get right down to the 1-yard line.
There was that inside zone, and you can almost see it coming right back to it.
Oh, they're coming right back to it for sure. Denton hands off to Davis. He might have got stoned there. He did get stoned. He actually lost a yard, it looks like, according to the spot there.
See, Dardanelle's done a wise thing. They've taken the outside linebacker, and they've got him in the slant window, and with the no wider than their split is, if he drops to throw a slant over here to Fellows, it's going to – I mean, they're going to have somebody in that window.
So here he is.
You can almost see a rub route coming right here. There it was. There's the rub.
And there's a touchdown in the back of the end zone there. That's Steen, 2-yard score. Makes it 28-26.
You know, Brad, when they went 2-by-2 right there, you saw the rub route. Now, are they going to go for 2 right here, or are they going to chase points? Or are they going to take the 1? Looks like they're lining up to go for 2.
Yep. Try to get this thing tied up. Big-time play right here. Throwing across the middle. That was a great play.
It really was. They faked the outside power pitch right there and then brought somebody back across with the drag. Tie football game.
Tied it up at 28 here after the 2-point conversion, and we've got a shootout. Let's get some local sponsors up if we can. Appreciate our locals for coming on with us. We've got the Warehouse B Coffee Bar and Restaurant. And if you're craving coffee, need a bite, want to shop, Warehouse B and Nanny's Boutique has everything you're looking for in one stop. Come see us today at 209 North Myrtle in Warren. And then we've got Affordable Heating and Air, your home, our property. Veteran-owned, locally trusted, financing available, 479-747-6548. Again, we cannot do it without all of our fine sponsors. And, man, I'll tell you what, we've been looking for a D3 Auto Sales MVP. It's hard. You got some real players on this field right now to choose from. You could probably find one right here between Vega and Blaze Fellows and Jackson Denton. And
I'd be anticipating an onside kick right here because they kicked it deep last time and that didn't really work. Nope, he's going to pooch it again.
Here's the kick. Branson fields it. Goes back to his right, gets across the 30, and gets down to about the 32, and that's where Dardanelle will begin.
We got a 28-28 football game. Could you ask for anything more in a semifinal
Absolutely
of a 4A
not.
football?
Absolutely not. Fordyce up 18-7 on Booneville now in the fourth quarter there.
Wow. Well, here we go.
Yep.
You're going to probably see Creed right, Creed left. It has been today.
Vega going to line up, and in the backfield is Chatton. 2 wide receivers to the top, 1 down to the left here. Man in motion.
There's counter.
Running a counter, as you said, trying to get to the outside. He does get to the outside across the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Flag comes in, and let's see what they call here.
It's in the spot of holding, but like you said, let them make the call. But, you know, it is in that area where oftentimes is offensive holding.
It looks like it would be from pretty close to the stick. They're going to back it up from that spot there. And then they move the spot of the flag, so move it a little bit further back.
Yeah, he's got it. They got to mark that from the line of scrimmage. It's going to be back walked off from the line. I don't think they did it downfield. It was
going to bring up first down and about 15 is the way it looks right there. 10-yard penalty, 5-yard run, 10-yard penalty. Not too many flags thrown tonight.
Oh, it's been a clean football game.
Vega hands off to Chatton. Chatton gets up the field. He's across the 30, and he is stoned. Going to be a gain of, it looks like 5 if it was 1st and 15. So make it 2nd down and 10. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We also had somebody who joined us as a member. We got the ASN Basketball Classic coming up. If you want to join us and be a part of that, you can watch that all day long. It's going to be a great time there on ASN. Vega coming off to the left this time. Gets a block, gets outside, turns up the field, across the 40, across the sticks. He's still up. He gets down that time, but it's going to be enough for a first down.
You're not going to tackle that kid up around the shoulders. It's just not going to happen.
No, too big, too strong.
Yep, he has ran through that all night long. You know, and the thing about it is, Brad, with that style of offense, that you're getting the steady dose of run right, run left, little jet motion here, chatting there, stuff like that you're sprinkling in, you know, and then you get Branson in there. As cold as it is, these are the kind of days that those kind of things, you know, that starts to take a toll on you.
21 carries, 231 for Vega right now. Little jet sweep action. I think that was a pass, Sean. I think they actually, little pop pass.
Yep, that will go down as passing yards.
Yeah. So I think you can You can count the first pass of the game.
5 yards.
There you go. Goes to Javarius West.
You know, that West kid, I'm really impressed with his burst. I mean, that kid really has a really good north-south burst. And, you know, it's like a personnel package. When he comes in, there's a real good chance he's getting the football. Here's that potential RPO look that they did. Here he comes in motion again.
A little fake that time. Counter play, as you would say, and they get some yardage, but not the first down. Going to bring up third down and about 3 on the play.
You know, it's nice whenever you have Creed Vega in there and you can run a little double. You can almost run that flex bone without the gun and then go to a Wildcat look like that. The old school Wildcat, never have to change quarterbacks.
Right.
This is a big third down right here. Look for Q counter with heavy personnel.
That's where they're going with it. He puts his head down, gets up the field. He looks like he's across the stick there. I believe he is.
Yeah, he's got it.
Got the first down by a yard. And, again, Dardanelle kind of going back to that ball control type of offense here. Share it out with your friends here, folks. This one's coming down to the very end.
There's no doubt about it. This is a quality football game.
Absolutely.
I mean, both of these teams are really good football teams, contrasting styles, but both of them do what they do so well.
Dardanelle's been our number one team for most of the year. Warren started up in the top of the polls, but fell back down, but finds himself back up at the top right now. A handoff goes off to Chatton. Chatton gets to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a 4-yard gain for Chatton.
You know, Brad, I've been so impressed with the physicality of Dardanelle's front all night long. I mean, they have won the line of scrimmage on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they really have. It's 5 yards a pop regardless. The few times that I think Warren's caught them, they've got them in a stun or a twist. And they played some games up front a few times, and some very few times, but they have done that. But just straight up man-to-man, it's been tough.
Branson gets the handoff. He gets stuffed there. He didn't gain anything on that play.
Nope, they stretched it out. They went outside zone, which they haven't shown a lot of stretch in this game. Went outside zone, and they were able to stretch it out because that's where you're playing kind of into the strength of Warren is the speed.
Right.
And when you go lateral east and west, when it's that kind of thing. Now, when they're doing it with Vega, they've got an extra blocker.
Right. Branson looks like he might go out with a possible cramp there. We got third down, and what are they calling it here? 6 or 7? 3rd and 6. Vega.
Q power.
Going off the left-hand side. He's just kind of pushed his way across the 35, and I think he got the first down. He did get the first down there. My goodness, what a run by Creed Vega.
Q power, Q counter, and then they go Q GT. Then they do throw a little pop pass. I mean, it's the power of simplicity, but man, it is physical football. I love it.
And Dardanelle again, just kind of running the clock out here. You're coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the third now.
Not a bad strategy at all, as explosive as their offense is.
They fake it, and they've got a wide open man there. I believe that's Miller on the catch, and that's about 13 yards. And, I mean, they made that one look easy.
RPO off of it. They went RPO off the outside zone. The guy attached to the box thinking, here's another power run. Boom, throw it over the top. Very good play call right there.
I think they would be satisfied not to score before the quarter's over. What do you think?
I mean, at this rate, it's not going to be a bad decision. I mean, you're in a tie football game, but I do like that they've sprinkled in that RPO action. That's something they could come back to later.
Now they're running a little zone off of it. He goes up the middle, and he's going to get down to, looks like what about the 13? Yep, 2nd down and 5. 26 carries for Vega, 261 yards, and 3 touchdowns so far as we come up on a minute to play here in the third.
Do you remember that Peyton Hillis
Yeah.
comparison?
Right.
Kind of reminds me when he came to Russellville that time in the playoffs
Right.
and had a very similar type of game.
Motions a man out.
He's just lightening the box for a Q run right here.
They stoned him that time. Actually a loss on the play. About 1 yard loss on the play. Going to bring up third down and about 6. Looking at the stick there, I believe. Now that is that's the third negative run that he's had all game long. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. They're going to take it to the fourth. Man, what a ball game we've got here. You better make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Share this out with your friends. If you like what you see on the screen, enjoy what you're hearing, hashtag ARSportsNet. We appreciate you for joining us here on the Arkansas Sports Network. It has been one heck of a ball game. What we got? We got Mike Kemp. Oh, no, we're not going to do that live. We'll talk about that later. All right, we're going to go to a quick break. It is the 4A semifinals, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
Fourth action here. Creed Vega calling for the football. 3rd down and 6. He's looking down the field. Got a man over the middle. I don't think he intended it for him, but it's going to be a catch nonetheless. Number 14 on the catch, Braden Mans.
Yeah, Brad, I don't think he was intended for it, but, talk about being at the right place at the right time.
Hey, what do you think they're going to run here?
Well, I'm going to go with the Q run. I'm thinking Q power or Q counter. Yeah, they might be wanting, but there's no review in high school football.
Right.
So. Looks like they're going to bring in go heavy right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is their heavy package. This is
1st and goal. Vega going up the middle, and he's in without being touched. That's a touchdown. Creed Vega, 4th touchdown of the game.
We've heard that before.
Right.
Man, I'm impressed with that kid, though. I mean, dude's a warrior. You can tell he's not 100%.
Right.
I mean, you can. And he's, that dude's I'd want him on my team.
My goodness. What a play. Unreal. So here we go, 35-28. Dardanelle up on Warren. And, I didn't even check to see when they got the ball and how many plays that drive was. But, wow. Here's the extra point. It's up. It's good. And that makes the score 35-28. Dardanelle with the lead. Let's go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more action right here from the 4A semifinals.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
For a semifinals, 35-28. Dardanelle leads on their home field. 11:18 left in this one. Warren awaiting the kick, and just as good as advertised, just what we thought it would be.
Absolutely, and since Dardanelle's went to the ball control, this is absolutely such a huge drive for Warren because, if you got to go score right here because you got to be thinking in your mind, Dardanelle, you might not get the ball back.
Right. Absolutely. So here we go. Here's the kickoff by Garcia, and he pooch kicks this one. They're just kind of doing a little bit of everything right now. And Davis, that was a collision.
It was.
And that's going to come out to about the 34-yard line, and that's where Warren will pick it up. Man, we got all kind. The chat is just full tonight. It is just, I can't even keep up with it. There's all kinds of fun stuff in there. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying the offensive Warren coming out. Again, Dardanelle, both teams looking for a stop right now.
Yeah. You're 10 personnel. You know what's coming. There's no secrets here.
Right.
This is a big drive.
Denton dropping back to pass. He's looking down the field. He's looking for Fellows. And we got a flag down here in the secondary. They're going to call a hold on Dardanelle.
Yeah, he was able, Fellows had him beat, and, he just kind of reached out and grabbed him. That's a tough cover, man. You're asking a lot out of that kid.
Right. Oh, yeah, for sure. I didn't see in the comments where Fellows might be going to school where he's committed to. We talk about kids in state right now. My goodness, wouldn't Arkansas be okay to take a flyer on that kid? My goodness.
At this point, why not? Arkansas's – yeah, this is listen, you can say what you want to say, and I've coached in this state, and I'm going to tell you something. The talent in the state of Arkansas this year is real.
We got a false start.
There are talented kids all over this state.
Right.
This has been a very, very good year for Arkansas in-state talent.
I think Booneville just scored a touchdown there. Their PAT is pending down 18-13 there.
Oh, it's never over for the Booneville Bearcats.
Right. Blaze is going to SMU. Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Right.
Rhett Lashley.
There you go. Denton looking deep down the field. The ball's overthrown and no flag on the play that time. A little bit, maybe a little bit too far over his head there.
Yeah, the thing about it is right here, Warren is taking shot after shot right now. It's almost like they feel the pressure of the Dardanelle ball control offense. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And obviously they have a speed advantage on the outside as well,
right.
And I get what they're doing. But as a play caller, it starts to wear on you when how long they can possess the football.
Denton being pressured, comes back to another wide receiver. Looks like he's going to get real close. Probably going to get the first down there. That's Ren Reap. That's his first catch of the night. 15 yards for a first down.
Brad, you got to give credit to Jackson Denton. He is a really prolific passer. The kid does a really good job.
Handoff goes up the middle to Davis, and Davis is going to get about 2 yards on the play.
No more with the landscape of college football can you say the 5'10" kid can't play college football.
Right.
They're all over the place now.
For sure. Well, he's definitely got the arm. Oh, Denton lost the ball, and he's going to get on top of it, but man, that was dangerous. Look, went back to throw it, and I think he had an empty hand there.
Oh,
well, I know he did because they marked it there.
No doubt. That ball just flat slipped out of his hand.
Well, it's cold. Those footballs get slick.
Yep, and it's getting colder.
Oh, yes, it is.
There's two times that happens typically.
Second, we'll call it 9 because it's in front of the stick.
The ball gets real slick when it gets really
Third
cold
9.
Or it's really hot and there's a lot of moisture.
Yeah. Denton looking at the sideline. Drops back. Coming back to Reap. Reap is open there. They found a matchup they liked there.
Well, you know, it's almost, I don't necessarily know that it is or it isn't, but it's almost like it's choice routes to the outside right now, because really when they're playing off coverage, they're just taking the curl routes. When they're playing tight, then they take it over the top.
Handoff goes up the middle, Davis. And that's going to be a 4-yard gain by Davis.
You know, Warren's run game a lot simpler than the complexity of all the gap scheme that Dardanelle's running, but there is a lot of effectiveness to it because it is a lot of just inside zone.
Right. Oh, I think Booneville just got an onside kick there.
Is it ever over with Booneville Bearcats?
No, it's not. 5:06 left, 18-13 Fordyce, but Booneville, well, they haven't made a signal yet. So Denton hands off to Davis again. I didn't get much there, maybe 2 on the play, and bring up 3rd down and 4, I'm sorry.
Checking with Coach Embry on the sideline, then, you know, it's a light box. I mean, you could see another run right here.
Handoff goes to Davis, and he doesn't get it. So it brings up 4th down, and you want to talk about a consequential play here with just over 8 minutes to go in this ball game. 4th down and 3, and wow, this is huge right here. 4th and 3, Warren's not even hesitating. They're going for it. It looks like Dardanelle is going to take a timeout. Let's go to our local sponsors if we can, Aaron. And that was timeout. Dardanelle there. Appreciate Affordable Heating and Air. Your home, our property, veteran-owned, locally trusted, and our property, our priority. I apologize. Financing available, 479-747-6548. Yeah, they're not coming to take your property. I'll just say that now. Warehouse B, restaurant and coffee bar, and Nanny's Nest Boutique. Also, the Bradley County Medical Center. Appreciate you guys for jumping on with us. It is a privilege. We thank you so much. And we thank you to the fans. Thank you to all of our major sponsors. And we've got a 4th down and 3 here.
You know, if you're Dardanelle, you have to press up on the coverage to take away that curl route. But that light box is inviting Warren to run the football, and that's they got him offside.
Got him to jump, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down right there.
Yep. The old hard count.
So 1st down and 10 now for Warren as they're driving in. Ball is on the 14-yard line. Little RPO action, and I think the ball's batted down.
It did look like an RPO because the outside linebacker was coming, and he pulled it and threw the slant.
Yep.
You know, I think that's a very good call right there. Great job by Dardanelle getting their hands up.
Jackson Denton, 20 of 28, 321 yards so far in this ball game. 2nd and 10 for Warren. Dropping back to passes, Denton. He's trying to throw the fade route, and we got a pass interference. Looks like that'll be half the distance, though. That will not be an automatic 1st down.
You are correct. Inside the 20-yard line, it'll always be half the distance. So, but it will bring up 2nd and short.
Mansfield 48-22 over Salem.
Wow.
I picked them at the first of the tournament. I said they're playing the best ball. They scored 80. They won 80-8 in their last game in the regular season. 80-8.
Wow.
They're just on a mission. Looks like it's going to be could be a Fordyce and Mansfield matchup. Bo Embry on the field now, trying to get the game stopped. I think he's saying maybe a player injured. I'm not sure.
I think he's talking about the spot
Okay.
on the penalty.
Is he saying it should be first and goal, maybe?
Well, they are changing the spot of the football. So
Yeah. So it's going to be like second down and, well, I mean, set 3. That's what I thought it was going to be to begin with.
It's a false start.
Oh, goodness, after all of that. 7:51 left here. Man.
Dardanelle stemmed their front, got some shifts on the out. They shifted out, and when he did, the right tackle jumped. I mean, they're just doing everything they can right now to cause all kinds of havoc up front.
We got 21-26 live devices right now watching us. Make sure you share this out. Hit the like button. Subscribe to us. Fordyce and Booneville, big. Throwing deep to the backside of the end zone. Did he catch it? Did he catch it? They call it a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. What a catch. My goodness. What a catch by number 1, Josiah Steen.
What concentration. That ball bounced, and he was able to haul it in with a guy draped all over him.
Looked like he probably got it down. You see it. We got a good shot of it right there. He had it pinned to his helmet. And look, they're going for 2 right now. Oh, my goodness. There they go. They're going for 2. They're trying to throw to the. Oh, my goodness.
They ran 2 digs and a corner, and the number 3 receiver ran the corner route. Very good throw, very good call, because they had Dardanelle in a man-to-man situation.
Well, when they threw the ball, I thought they were throwing on the slant, and it just went right over the slant, and it was like it just perfect throw there. Unreal. And we've got a 1-point lead for Warren, and the riverboat gambler, Bo Embry, is doing his thing. My goodness.
Yeah, but now you got to kick off to a team that may hold the ball for the last opportunity.
Well, if I'm Dardanelle, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. But, boy, you want to talk about putting pressure on a team. And you know, really with Embry right there, he's saying, I don't have anything to lose. I'm trying. I shouldn't be winning this game right now. But what he's saying is we're going to put all of the pressure on Dardanelle right here, right now. But here's the thing for Dardanelle. Dardanelle's got kicking. They can kick the football.
I was just about to say, you know, if Dardanelle gets the ball inside the 20 or close to the 20, I mean, they've got a great kicker.
Elkins leading Stuttgart 41-21 with 9 minutes remaining in that one. There's a short kick. Branson has it. Across the 30.
He's got a hole.
Oh, my goodness, he does. He's across the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. What a return. Oh, my goodness.
Dardanelle says, what you can do, I can do better, right back at you type of situation.
A clutch play by Branson. And he just found a seam, and, man, if he had just one more step.
Man.
It's going to be at the 3.
Yep, going to be at the 3.
So Dardanelle's not going to get to hold it.
Right. I mean, if you look at it from the perspective of how this game is won,
right.
Does that play into their favor or not?
I mean, they have the football. That will be the thing. Once they do get it back, Vega's going to go right in for the score, and now you got to go for 2, right?
I mean, you do because of the situation that you're in. Well, I mean, you say that. I mean, let's see. Yeah, that puts you up 5. An extra point puts you up 6. then that you would have to go for 2 here, because if they score a touchdown, extra point beat you.
Randy Pickrell. Is Creed Vega the D3 MVP? Is Blaze Fellows the D3 MVP? Is Jackson Denton the D3 MVP?
You also got to say, is Josiah Steen?
Right.
I mean, he just had a big touchdown catch.
Is Nikel Lewis? I mean, there's all kinds of good players out there this year.
Aaron Davis.
Man, this crop of talent here in Arkansas is deep this year. There's a lot of good players this year.
It's been a great year for Arkansas football.
Vega now trying to get the 2-point conversion. He gets up and he gets it, and it's right back to a 7-point ball game. Back and forth, back and forth. Here we go again. My goodness, what a ball game.
Yep. I mean, like I said, mathematically right there, you just had to go for 2, because if you just kick the extra point, it's a 6-point game, then you set it up to where an extra point beat you. But that's where going for 2 by Bo Embry put such pressure on Dardanelle.
Right.
But Dardanelle responded, to their credit.
Boy, you just can't give that up with the kickoff return. But that being said, your best weapon for Warren is having the football.
Absolutely. That was the first time that Warren had lined up. They didn't even show that they were even thinking about an onside kick.
Right.
They was more straight on right there. What do you want to say? If they go score, they probably won't do that again.
Right. Unreal ball game here on ASN. You don't want to miss it. We bring you the best in high school sports, I'm telling you.
I anticipate this ball to be kicked back towards the Dardanelle sideline again, as that's been all night long.
761 votes in that poll, and Warren is leading 63-37. Unreal. Are you liking what you're seeing? Hashtag AR Sportsnet if you're liking it. What a ball game. Oh, ball gets past the returner. He's going to have to pick it up. He picks it up at the 5. He's got nowhere to go. Snowed under. It looks like at about the 15-yard line. Unreal.
Yep. Now Warren's got to go the length of the field. But if you've got an offense like Warren's, this is not a situation where you're like, you're not thinking in your mind, well, I've got to panic and I've got to just come out and throw deep shots. You're going to take what they give you. If they give off coverage, you're going to take the curl routes, and then you're going to mix in the inside zone, because at this point in time, you're still very much alive. And again, it comes back to that great 2-point conversion call by Bo Embry.
Absolutely. So here we go. 7:21 left in this one. Denton, he's looking deep. And Steen's behind the defense, but we got an interception. Big-time pick there by number 15, Corbin Barnes.
Corbin Barnes, what a play by Corbin Barnes. And he's the one that got the touchdown on him earlier when he was in perfect coverage and the ball bounced off of him and Steen caught it and scored. Now he comes back and responds.
Oh, Chase is just killing it on the camera tonight, is he not? My goodness. He's killing it. 43-36, Dardanelle with the football, and that was huge. And look at the play there. Cutting underneath the deep ball. He underthrew it just enough for Corbin Barnes to come up and intercept it. And right now, your season is on the line, Warren. You got to get a stop.
Got to get a stop. And you also, Dardanelle has had ball control all night long. This is that time. If they can grind the clock, they're in a situation now where they can just run the clock out. They can win this football game without having to score another touchdown.
Vega trying to get outside. Davis gets him down. Uh-oh.
What a big.
Uh-oh. Vega kind of grabbing that leg a little bit. Well, he's rented a lot.
I mean, he has. That's a guy that wants to play next Saturday in Warren Memorial.
Absolutely.
The way he's fighting. But you got to give credit to the Warren kid too, because that was one-on-one, and there has not been very many times tonight that anybody's been able to tackle him in open space one-on-one.
Fordyce Redbugs moving into the 3A state championship game with a victory over the Booneville Bearcats 18-13.
Very hard-fought victory in a very sloppy, muddy field.
Vega rolling to the right. He is definitely ginger on that leg, but he's able to break tackles anyway. He gets down to the 35-yard line.
That'd be a first down.
Is it going to be? I don't think it is.
Nope.
So it's going
Looks
to be
like they marked it a little short, about a yard and a half.
Yeah. He got 10 back on the play, 3rd down and short, and right now the clock is not the friend of the Warren Lumberjacks.
I don't think at this point in time there's any doubt. This is Q counter or Q power, one way or the other.
Absolutely. Dardanelle getting into their 4-minute offense right now.
They went to this power set every time. Oh, he hands it off.
Oh, Branson is stuffed. So we got 4th down now.
You know, Brad, that has been the only time in this game that Warren has been able to really stuff the run.
Right.
Is when they've handed it off.
Right.
But right here, 4th down and short, hey, I'm going to make a prediction. I think this is going to be Creed Vega time.
Well, as you said, when you run the Q, you've got the extra blocker in place, and that's been an advantage for Dardanelle.
I look for Dardanelle to go to their heavy set right here and probably just run right behind them. Most of the time it's running to the right. Let's see. Looks like they're going heavy to the left this time. Yep. They went tackle over as well.
Oh, boy. Hey, I think he fell forward for enough there. He did. And so that's going to move the chains.
I don't know if you noticed, but at the last minute they pulled the left tackle or the right tackle over, and they had an extra tackle over right there. So they went ultra heavy, got them 3 yards or 2 yards.
Coming up on 4.5 left in this ball game.
You know, Coach Embry does have all 3 of his timeouts still, so that is still in play. I would anticipate if they can get a loss, you know, get them behind the sticks a little bit.
Creed right up the middle across the 30. He slides down, and it looks like they're going to mark him right at the stick. Is that going to be enough? It looks like it is going to be enough for a 1st down.
At some point, you know, you got to think that Coach Embry is going to start using the timeouts. But again, I feel like he's trying to do it that if Dardanelle gets behind the sticks, that he will.
3:55, 3:54, and counting. We will be at the White County Basketball Tournament tomorrow night. Should be a couple good games. Bald Knob girls, Pangburn girls, and the Bradford boys and White County Central boys. Should be a good time over there at Pangburn. If you enjoy it, if you enjoy basketball, come watch. Little zone read action going back to the left side, and that's going to be about a 2-yard gain on the play. But right now the clock is not the friend of Warren. Creed Vega, 34 carries, 289 yards, 8.5 yards a carry.
Yeah, and I mean he's sitting here right now on the doorstep of 300, and you know he's in a position where he could get it.
I mean at this point, I would even say after this play, Warren's got to think about taking the timeout here.
Well, you get to 2:25, you can run the clock out if you got no timeouts. If you got 3, you can start burning them.
Vega again going off the right-hand side. He's up the field at the 5, and he's going to be dragged down from behind. I mean, they're going to get it down to about the 3. That's 19 yards, and Creed Vega's over 300 yards rushing tonight. Over 300 yards rushing tonight.
Oh, by the way, that's the quarterback.
Right.
He didn't go for 300 passing. He went for 300 rushing.
Right.
How many attempts does he have total?
35 attempts. 35 attempts, 308. And he's got the ball on the 3, and really right now he's trying to send Dardanelle to War Memorial Stadium for the first time in history, as far as I know. Maybe somebody can let us know in the chat, but as far as we know, Dardanelle's never been to War Memorial. He's going to walk in. That's a touchdown. Unbelievable. One of the best performances I have ever seen in a situation like this.
That's another touchdown for Vega, which puts him at total touchdowns?
Was it 6?
6.
You look at it, he just walked right in. I mean, untouched. They ran a similar play against Hamburg for a 2-point conversion and ended up winning that ball game. 49-36. We said first to 50 wins. 2 minutes to go here. If a extra point is made, Dardanelle will get there at 50. Oh, now they're going to have to pass it out. Just throw it up. That's intercepted. Can't be returned.
Can't be returned in high school football.
So they don't have 50. So
no. That is a rule that a lot of people don't sometimes realize, that whenever in high school football, that is something that high school kids need to take advantage of. If you're in a situation like that, just throw it up, because even if they intercept it, it doesn't matter. You fumble, it doesn't matter. You're not going anywhere with it, so take the shot.
Randy Pickrell of D3 Auto Sales sends me a message. He says, Vega is the game MVP and probably the season MVP. 311 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns in semifinals. I mean,
that's hard to argue.
That's hard to argue. It's hard to argue for sure. For sure.
This is a I'm not overstating this. This is a legendary type of
100%. But look, Warren is a quick strike offense, and they've still got 3 timeouts left.
Yes.
And if they score, they're going to onside kick it. Yes. So it's not like the game is quite over just yet.
And with that, not being able to finish that conversion attempt, you're still got a chance.
Exactly. It's not over yet, I can tell you.
That hurt.
That hurt bad, because that ball's going to go out of bounds, and Dardanelle got it. Did he get it? Did he get it before it went out of bounds? They're shooting him away. Guys, he either got it or he didn't get it. It's not,
There's no tent to review.
Right, exactly. Dardanelle football, and that is going to be enough right there to send Dardanelle, most likely, without a fumble. It's going to be enough to send them to Warren Memorial Stadium for, again, did somebody say in the chat here, is it the first time ever?
Brad, as a coach, I'm going to say this because I say this to my kids every start of every August, and we start the first practice, and at the end of every practice, I tell them the same thing. It's all about, when you're in like junior high football, whatever it is, it's all about being in War Memorial your senior year.
Right.
And this Dardanelle group of seniors is going to get that opportunity, it looks like.
Vega going to go off the right-hand side. Is this going to be his 7th touchdown? It is. My goodness. 7 rushing touchdowns for Creed Vega.
First to 50.
Right. Right.
Good call there.
As you said, legendary performance right here, right now that you're watching right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Dardanelle up 55-36, extra point pending, but one of the very best performances that you will ever see one man have. Quarterback Creed Vega, 319 yards on 37 carries and 7 touchdowns.
Man, and how cool is it for Coach Vega to that be his son, and they're going to get to go to War Memorial to play for it all together. That's pretty cool.
So I know they're going to celebrate. There's going to be a lot of things happen. We're going to try to get the Vegas up here, and we're going to see if we can talk to them. So I either you are going to do that, or I'm going to have to go down there and do that and take over you'll have to take the broadcast over. Do you think you could do that?
Maybe. Either way you need me to do it, I can go down there and do it if you need me to.
Okay, well, after the game here we got 56-36, I'm going to say at this point that it probably is going to happen. We'll see. But again, quick strike. You can see what happens here, but man, at this point, 3 scores at this time, it's just tough. Unbelievable performance, man. You can't say anything else about it.
No, it's been the Creed Vega show. But again, let's not discount what the offensive line has done for Dardanelle.
Right.
The offensive line for Dardanelle, they're creating all this. They're the ones that aren't going to get talked about. Vega's going to be the one that's going to get talked about, and he should, deservingly so. The dude has been a warrior tonight. But that O-line deserves a ton of credit.
100%. 100%.
And probably the unsung heroes are guys like Ian Branson, who have led block for Creed most of the night on those carries.
So I haven't seen. Oh, there's another.
We got
one.
it again.
Got it again. They got it again. Well, they'll be able to nil it out now. They've just looked at it. They didn't really go after it that time.
Body language. Man.
Absolutely. Well, obviously you don't want to give up, but
right.
I mean that was enough to do it right there for sure.
It's tough, man. That's a gut punch, and you've been pounded all night long by 100%. Number 0.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe Elkins looks like they're going to be the opponent. We're going to start checking that real quick. Elkins was up big against Stuttgart. These two teams met earlier this year to a 14-10 ball game. Elkins trying to make their second trip back to Little Rock in a row, and they're going to end up taking on the Elkins Elks and the Dardanelle Sandlizards. That's the way it looks like anyway.
Yeah, that's going to be a heck of a matchup as well in War Memorial.
Yeah, that's safe to say. Elkins up 48-21 there with 3:05 to go in that one.
And that goes into the Elkins has been there.
Absolutely.
They've done that. They know it's going to be Dardanelle's first trip there.
Yep.
But man, I'm going to tell you what, and this is what I will say to this. I would ride number 0 any day, anywhere,
right,
anytime.
Right.
That dude is an animal, man.
Well, the Elks, man, I'm telling you, they're very well coached.
Very well coached.
Since 2022, the Elkins Elks have been a program that has been unbelievably on the rise, making their second straight trip to TD Elkins. Oh, my goodness, they just absolutely ran that one forever. Why don't you start working your way down there, see if you can get – well, you know what? They're going to celebrate a little bit. We're going to work to see if we can get Vegas up here, both Coach and Creed, as well as Dardanelle going to make the trip to War Memorial. And that is going to be it. The Dardanelle Sandlizards have exorcised the demons of 11 years ago to this day, where Warren came in here and won that football game. In the semifinals, the Dardanelle Sandlizards are making what I believe is their first trip ever to War Memorial. And they are going to take on the Elkins Elks, which that game is not quite done over there, but Elkins will be the opponent of the Dardanelle Sandlizards.
Oh, what a day! What a day for Dardanelle! What a day for Yale County! I mean,
yeah.
This is a really cool deal. People don't understand how hard it is to get to the state championship in football.
Absolutely.
That's a hard thing to do. And I've been coaching I've been coaching for 17 years, and I haven't been to one like that. And
right.
So I'm just telling you, congratulations to them, man. I take my hat off. Take my hat off to the kids from Warren. I mean, they had a tremendous season as well.
Absolutely.
But when you get to the semifinals, I know no one wants to hear this stuff. It's cliche almost, but when you get to the semifinals, there are no losers. I mean, there's not.
You've had a great season for sure.
Absolutely.
Let's get to our local sponsors one more time here. We want to thank Warehouse B Restaurant and Coffee Bar. Craving coffee, need a bite, want to shop. Warehouse B and Nanny's Nest Boutique has everything you're looking for in one stop. Come see us today at 209 North Myrtle in Warren. And it looks like Dardanelle's getting their ticket there. Affordable heating and air, your home, our priority. Veteran-owned, locally trusted, financing available. 479-747-6548. And Dardanelle celebrating Creed Vega with the ticket to the Rock. Unbelievable work there by Dardanelle. And, they're sprinting into the locker room right now. We're going to see if we can get Coach Vega. We're going to see if we can get players here. I think we've got maybe a text message that we might be able to send, see if we can get them up here. So give us some time here. Hang on with us, and we'll see if we can get Creed Vega, Coach Vega, and maybe a couple players up here to talk about this historic victory for the Dardanelle Sandlizards as they win 56-36. We'll be back in just a moment.
Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen. Well, you witnessed a classic performance and a great football game here in the 4A semifinals as the Dardanelle Sandlizards make the trip to War Memorial Stadium. And it has been a great day here on ASN. We want to say, if you liked what you seen, if you enjoyed what you heard, give us a cash app over here at hashtag ARSportsNet. Big-time ball game here. Let's go over the stats if we can get them. 384 yards rushing, a lot of those by Creed Vega, 332 yards in the air. Obviously a clash of styles between these two teams, and it was just really one for the ages. Great athletes everywhere. Blaze Fellows, unbelievably good player there for Warren. And, man, just a great ball game overall here. Score not quite indicative of actually how good the ball game was. It got away there at the end. It was a one-score game for most of the game, but Dardanelle was able to outlast the Warren Lumberjacks by a score of 56-36. Dardanelle will await the winner of Stuttgart and Elkins, which I believe at this point is probably gone final. We believe it is going to be the Elkins Elks in the 4A. Mansfield won against Salem big time, and they are going to the state championship probably for the first time ever, and they are playing the Fordyce Redbugs, who are making a return trip many times. The Redbugs have been there. Just a great night overall in high school football. You cannot beat state's finals night, but state semifinals night as well in the 3A and the 4A. It is just unreal. We are waiting right now. We're trying to get Coach Vega up here. Cody Cunningham sent us cash app. It is final bill. Yes, it is. Cody Cunningham, appreciate you. He says, "Go Lizards." Appreciate you, Cody, for sending that over. No, Cody, he's a good guy. And so anyway, we're efforting to get Creed Vega, Coach Vega up here, and maybe a couple others if we can, talking about this win, this historic victory here against the Warren Lumberjacks for the Dardanelle Sandlizards. We're going to go to some more breaks here. Give us a minute here. Let's see if we can get them up here. Again, we appreciate you so much for joining us here on the Arkansas Sports Network, and we'll be back in just a moment.
It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks. It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
So we are going to get Creed Vega. We're going to get Coach Vega up here. We're just waiting on those guys right now. They are coming up right now. Coach Phil Vega and Coach Creed Vega. I say Coach Creed Vega. Quarterback Creed Vega. And we're going to get them up here right now and talk about this historic win. Coach Phil Vega, can we? Well, I mean, yeah. Let's get them in here. If you can get a turn on us here, we got them right here. You turn this way. You're better looking than any of us, so you do your thing here. Oh, we got the Warren guys coming on. Come on, guys. Oh,
right here. Thank you, sir.
Good to see you guys again. All right, you smell like football. It's a great smell when you win, though, right?
Yes, sir. That's wrapped around that, but
yeah, I know it. We're in a small little booth here, but that's all right. Guys, is this the first time Dardanelle's ever done it?
Yes, sir. First time we've been.
First time that you ever been to the Rock. I have you, Creed, and I may be wrong. I'm not the greatest at this. I got you at 39 carries, 309, and that was after 10 yards of loss in the downing. So you had 7 touchdowns. Semifinals, first time ever. Tell us what it feels like.
Just going into the game, man, I was a little nervous, but we've talked about since the playoffs started. We talked about since playoffs started to accept it as opportunity and not pressure. So all week I've just been trying to see like this is an opportunity. I've been praying to God, just to keep it no pressure, no stress, and just go into a clear mind. But I mean, it was awesome for sure. And all week we've been excited, but we knew when 7 o'clock hit, we had to turn it up a notch.
Coach, I heard about this. I know you had to hear about it as well. 11 years ago to the day, same records, all that. Yep. Everybody felt like Dardanelle was going to get there. Bo Embry stole one from you. Tell us what it feels like to maybe exercise those demons a little bit.
You are exactly correct. I mean, deja vu in every form, fashion, and design there. And, we just, again, like Creed said, we're just excited about our opportunity and cherish the moment. And our kids have worked their tails off. And, you keep hearing people say about how good, Warren is, how good Elkins is, how good Stuttgart is, and how good Hamburg is. And, and I feel like there's just not been a lot of talk about how good the Sandlizards are. And we're a pretty dang good football team. And, and I don't mind continuing to prove that. We got a group of kids that fight their tails off each and every day in practice. And, we've been doing this now for 17, 18 weeks. And, we're just extremely excited about our opportunity, and we're just going to continue to take advantage of it.
You ran the ball 37 times tonight. How do you feel right now?
I feel pretty good, honestly. Feel like I could run a few more.
Yeah. You could have went one more quarter maybe. Yes, I don't know. I tell you what, you hit that 80-yard run, and I'm saying he's limping a little bit. What's going on? You feeling all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I was gassed after that run. I know that. That was I used everything I had in me. I knew they were fast, so I had to run.
Well, Coach, being around this area, obviously we can kind of feel the momentum here? Everybody's just behind it. Everybody's fired up. I mean, what does that mean to you as the guy that's overseeing all this?
Man, it's stinking awesome, man. I can't say enough about how awesome and supportive our school district has been, the community. You know, we did a community pep rally walk-through thing yesterday where we went through every single building, including the nursing home. And, man, it was just awesome to see all the kids and the school district really getting behind us. And then, you know, we probably had 100 fans downtown at Front Street that was, you know, there being loud and having a lot of fun. And, you know, so it's just been really awesome to see, you know. And, you know, heck, it's almost like on Friday Night Lights, man. We went to eat a couple times now, and they're just like, hey, Coach, it's on us. Hey, just keep winning. And, you know, so it's been really fun experience, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Well, I said on a previous broadcast that it's very few times do you see where a son gets to be the quarterback, and it's usually it always turns out well. That was what I was saying.
Sure.
What does it mean to you two to be a father-son combo in this situation?
Oh, it's awesome. You know, I think it's the best job in the world when you get to, you know, coach your son. I know I'm extremely hard on him, and, you know, he knows that, but I think it just makes him a better young man, and,
yeah,
you know, I'm just very proud of him.
You got a chance to coach your older son here, too,
Yes.
and he was a heck of a ball player, no doubt about it.
Absolutely. He was very good. Drew, outstanding athletes, you know, and as well, and, you know, it's been a lot of fun, and, you know, the time is nearing where there's not going to be a Vega on the field, and, you know, that really pulls at the heart, knowing that there's not going to be one out there, because, you know, it's been a lot of fun the last 7 years having, you know, one out there that to lean back on and share the moment with.
You guys play Elkins. I mean, I don't know if you've got that update or not.
Well,
you do.
Okay.
You play Elkins, and y'all have got history. Last year they got you good, and then this year you came back. They brought back here. You got a 4-point victory on an absolute revenge game, and now here you are again getting a chance to play them in the Rock.
Yes, sir.
What does that feel like?
You know, to me, I feel like there's more we have left for them. Like, they came here, and I feel like we left some on the table. And so I really hope we go over to War Memorial with that same attitude. Like, we got more left in us that we want to give them. So.
And I feel the same way. You know, it felt like that we left a lot on the field here that first time, or here at our place. And, you know, and I'm sure Elkins feels the same way. I'm sure Coach Watson feels the exact same way. And, you know, and so, you know, you know, the tides have turned. You know, it's their turn, or, you know, they've got this one circled now, especially at this point, you know, us being their only loss to this point. And, you know, they've got a dang good football team. Coach Watson does a really good job, and, you know, we'll have our work cut out for us. But, again, you know, I definitely think our kids are up for the opportunity, and I know our school district and community is going to be ready to back us. And so we're like I said, we're excited about the opportunity, and, you know, may the best man win.
Yeah, I believe it's Saturday night under the lights at War
is.
Memorial.
Yes,
it's going to
sir.
be a good one.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, guys.
I appreciate you. Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
What a victory here for Dardanelle. What a game. What a matchup. And we've got a great matchup for you coming up here next Saturday. Elkins making their second trip to War Memorial Stadium. Man, that Elkins has been, if you want to come in here and finish up here, Elkins has been really good program. 22, lost a big one, or a tough one to Nashville there in the quarterfinals. Then 23, we were there in the semifinals when they lost to Harding Academy in what was a great ball game last year. They were able to break through and get to the finals, where they lost to Arkadelphia. So here they are now, one more step possibly. But, man, I'll tell you what, right now, they're going to have their hands full, Creed Vega.
Yeah, they are. You know, the way he ran the ball tonight, he was physical, low to the ground. I mean, and again, I go back to how the offensive line played. I thought the offensive line controlled the game. And when the offensive line controls the football game, oftentimes you're going to win the football game.
Right.
You know, because everybody always talks about it's the battle of the trenches. And in the trenches, Dardanelle won. Now, how that's going to match up against Elkins, you know, I know that Elkins is always going to be solid up front. They're going to be physical. It's going to be a good football game. I mean,
absolutely.
You couldn't ask for a better game.
Nope, no doubt about it. Aaron, are you able to talk here?
Yeah.
Okay.
They can hear me.
I got you. Well, congratulations. We made it through another football season.
We did.
And it's always sad, you know, because you get to the end of this thing. We wait for so long for it to get here, and then it's over before you know it. But what a great place and what a great way to end it here in Yale County. with a Dardanelle Sandlizards victory. Obviously, we're neutral in all this. It's just a great game. Just a great performance, great game for both teams. Always good to see Warren. Warren is a fantastic program. It was our number one program in 4A over a 5-year period, according to the math that we did, and this is not going to do anything but help them there. Unbelievable program, unbelievably coached team there, and I'll tell you what, right now, when you get a chance to see Bo Embry and what he does in just up front, it's unreal.
Yeah, it really is. And, I want to say thank you to you guys for having me out and being able to do this. As a football coach, I obviously eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff. And, I'm not at all upset. I'm tickled to death. I hated that we're not in the playoffs, but I love getting to do this. And thank you guys again for having me. And, I enjoyed a great football game with you guys.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we're going to wrap this thing up. Again, appreciate you joining us here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We're back in basketball tomorrow night for the White County Tournament Championship game. Bradford taking on White County Central. And in the girls' matchup, you got Bald Knob taking on the homestanding Pangburn Tigers. A lot of fun. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one from Pangburn. We're looking forward to it. Got something special coming up with you, Coach. We'll talk about that later. But it's going to be a lot of fun. But if you like Razorback content, if you like high school content, make this your one-stop shop for Arkansas sports here in the state of Arkansas. We appreciate you. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow night.